Good morning, Wax Wednesday, everybody. And Mike, always number one. Damn near every week, number one. It's good to see you. Hope you can hear me. Just getting a little housekeeping set up. I'm gonna add a co-host in case Twitter tries to rug me again, and then we'll invite our guests and get our show started. So just a second. Oh, there's our guest. I don't speak. What's up, Optic Red Rum? Good to see you in here. All right. What's up, Xander? Good morning. We've got FGLs in here. I'm gonna go ahead and invite them up. Oh, nope. Yeah, there we go. Invite sent. Let's invite. There we go. Get started in just a second here. All right. Mia, try sending that invite again, FGL. Like to speak. What's up, Cristala? Good morning. Okay. All right, FGL, I sent the request again. Let's see if it goes through this time, or maybe just request to come up, Martine, and then we'll get it. I'll be able to bring you up that way. What's up, Warrior Lion? Good morning. We have a double dose of Wax Wednesday today. I think, as you know, there's going to be NFTopia space a little bit after this one. All right. Having a little bit of technical difficulty, and we'll get started here in just a second. Sorry about that. Ranman, good morning. Johnny Butterfinger, good morning. There we go. How about now? Did that work? There we go. All right.
All right. I think we're fine. It's finally working.
Yeah. Do you hear an echo or anything from my side?
Nope. And you're from my side?
No, you sound great. Thank you, Martine, so much. All right, everybody. Wax Wednesday starts now. Good morning, Wax. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wax Wednesday. I'm happy that we get this time to meet with everybody today. February's already begun. Valentine's Day is only a week away. So if you're a procrastinator like I am, get yourself in gear, right? Today, we are joined by Martin Spans from the FGL team. We'll be talking about Machiavellic, right? So Machiavellic is a flexible next-generation dungeon crawler action adventure game. It has almost all aspects of your character and account are tradable. So Martin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. It's great being here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a pleasure to have you. Now, for those who are just meeting Martine, she started her career in online gaming in 2006 and has worked for well-known companies such as Ubisoft before setting up her own mobile publishing company. Since then, she's worked with the FPL team to bring gaming to Web3 with games like Outlaw Troopers, Cosmic Clash, and Mecha World. In addition to that, Martine is also the GM of the Dutch Games Association. So, Martine, thank you so much. Welcome to Watch Wednesday.
Thanks so much.
All right. I've been looking at Machiavellic, just kind of preparing for the space today, and I'm really glad you're here because there's a lot of little details I saw and things that stuck out, and I was excited to kind of dig into what we can see from the game.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's definitely a big project that has like really deep lore. So it definitely takes some time sort of wrapping your head around it. And yeah, I hope I can clarify a bit more on this call and get people excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first heard the name, I was already thinking like this is going to be something that's very detailed. There's going to be a lot of like little strategies. Just to get started, can you give us like a general overview? Like what exactly is Machiavellic?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like an open world sandbox MMO. That's the easiest way to describe it. Set in a post-apocalyptic setting, where which faction you join is really very influential on the way that you experience the game, and also the factions decide on sort of how the game continues. So there's a lot of sort of player influence planned in this game as well.
Sorry, I was muted. So, you mentioned a rich lore backstory also earlier. Can you kind of set the stage for the game, and give us a little bit, maybe a little hint about what's going on in the world of Machiavellic where the game's going to take place?
Yeah, absolutely. For people who really want to deep dive into it, there's a lot of info already, like on our website about all the factions. Yeah, there's like a really rich backstory, and yeah, we're very excited also to involve the community into the further evolution of this story. So yeah, like I said, it's a post-apocalyptic setting, meaning that Earth is all completely destroyed, and how you start the game is basically on a spaceship on your way to the planet Ozar, because that's been defined as sort of the next space for survival and settling and setting up a community. When players acquire an officer NFT right now, you are purchasing one of the sort of characters that you can enter into the game. But it's also part of the game lore, because every officer is tied to sort of one of the factions. Plus, you can also switch factions. So if you, for example, are now your NFT is part of the naturalists, that doesn't mean that you cannot switch to sort of one of the other factions. For example, like go join the Euphorians. So that way that the players also kind of shape what direction the game is taking and which faction is becoming sort of more and more powerful. So like between the NFTs, they'll have different ranks, like going from the one supreme leader per faction to all the way to sort of the field marshals and all the kind of different ranks. So yeah, everyone sort of plays their own little protagonist story sort of in that lore. Um, and I'm just mostly looking forward to see how this all unfolds as soon as we sort of kick off the action, because I know there's been a lot of games where we've been promised that there will be a lot of player interaction shaping the story. And there's obviously, that's difficult to set up a game like that it it can actually work in a manageable way. But I've talked very, very long about this with the Machiavellic team, and I'm convinced that they really set it up in a way that it's manageable. No matter sort of what direction the game is going to take.
I really like when you mention I think I even said something out loud, but I was muted, about the faction switching, and how you can kind of switch. It makes me think immediately, like, when you're playing as a protagonist and writing your own story, you could be switching between factions like a mercenary or maybe a turncoat. And then I also wanted to call out too. You mentioned there's a lot of information on the website. That website is Machiavellic.io, so you can check it out there and peruse the site as you're listening to our space here.
That's right.
Excuse me, Martine. So Machiavellic, it's billed as a P2E MMO. So like, how does that kind of play in? Are we earning tokens, NFTs? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm always like very careful to label something as play to earn because I don't want to sort of set the wrong expectations.
Of
But I
course.
think people who are familiar with our other FGL NFT games kind of know, how that's set up in a way that it's a functional and stable economy. So we prefer to label it kind of as play and own. But since this game was already first announced on the Cardano blockchain, there it was kind of labeled as a play to earn game. So that's sort of in that transition, play to earn, play and own. It's a bit of both actually, because you can earn something in the game, as in tokens. Machiavellic operates with two in-game currencies. There's Mac and there's tiers. Um, where Mac is kind of very hard to acquire, and the tiers are kind of more of the currency in the game. So yeah, they can be obtained through regular gameplay. The tiers, I mean, where Mac is exclusively attainable through the hardcore PvP activities. But it should also be mentioned that during those hardcore PvP activities, you can actually also die and lose your NFT character. So it's a bit of a gamble if you want to go onto the battlefield and earn some of the Mac, like the highly obtained, the hard to obtain currency. But yeah, we're not well when you're not well prepared, it could cost you your NFT character. So that's also like an interesting type of gameplay that's introduced in Machiavellic.
This is immediately making me think of my level 15 paladin in Diablo that died immediately trying to play with PvP with other people. So I'm definitely having excited to hear like that risk, and that really will get your blood pumping there. I know this might be a little bit kind of out of how I wanted to order this, but you mentioned this was coming over from Cardano. So what prompted you? Would you mind giving a little bit of like kind of like what happened there, and then what's prompting you to bring this game over to Wax?
Yeah, sure. So it's mainly because of the team. I've been in contact with the team for 15 years, I think, since the days that we were making Flash games. And I've been working together with them, mainly with Santiago, with like I'm not sure what he calls himself in that role, but let's say the main game designer and the dev lead on the Machiavellic team. Yeah, so I've already been working with him for since 15 years, and we always stayed in touch. And then about 2 years ago, we started exchanging a bit of our experience on blockchain games. Sharing my Wax experience, and he started out on Cardano and like sharing his experience. So we always like kept in touch about that. And then I was talking with him like, hey, maybe we can help you to actually bring Machiavellic to Wax, because like on Cardano, I did find like an interesting audience, but the audience there might be, what they experienced so far, a little bit less on, heavy on the game mechanics, so to say. Like the Wax audience is there to play games, right? That's what we also see with FGL NFT games, and that makes it like super exciting, and like the audience is very engaged. So that's why it also seemed like a good idea to the Cardano team to then sort of immediately branch out also to the Wax blockchain and sort of roll out this game launch simultaneously on the two blockchains. So like in the background, it'll still like mainly runs on Cardano. So if you like obtain your NFTs on Wax, then yeah, basically like within sort of the game interface, you bring them over to the Cardano chain, and like the team is working currently on a very easy and user-friendly onboarding process for that. So yeah, like that's kind of how we sort of structure it in the background. And who knows, if that goes out well, then we might sort of branch out to some other chains as well in the future. But for now, the focus is on Cardano and Wax.
Awesome. Now, I want to mention also for anyone listening below, if you have questions about Machiavellic and you would like to come up on stage and ask, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll bring you up. Otherwise, you can drop questions in the thread, and I will be checking that, see if there's any other community questions there. But don't worry, guys, I got you covered. I got a ton of questions that I thought.
What is up, everyone? It is Derek from the Wax Wolves, also Goparel, amongst other things. You're listening to Wax Wednesday from last Wax Wednesday at 2024. This is FGL NFT Games with Wax. And also, as you can see on the screen, you got a tweet that I did back on the 8th of February, a few days ago, where if you want to participate in a new thing that Wax DAO, Mike D from Wax DAO has put together, where you can back tokens, multiple tokens, on NFTs. So when you burn these tokens, you get all the other ones. Of course, there's some things to it, and we're going to go over that here after this Wax Wednesday space is over. So also, we got way more tokens, NFTs we're going to be passing out than we do contestants, as you can see over here on the wheel of names. So if you'd like to join in and get your name in there, the rules is, of course, you got to hold a Wax Wolves, got to be a part of the Wax Wolves. You post your Wax wallet with the hashtag WaxP and a wolf emoji or wolf GIF image, and it's got to be on that tweet. And of course, it's got to be done before this stream ends. So make sure if you would like to take part of that, you go and find this tweet. It may be the pinned tweet, I'm not sure, but if not, you just scroll down some, you'll find it. And yeah, so let's get back to this Wax Wednesday with Machiavellic. This was, again, it was on 2/7 of 2024. We're playing the replay.
Up here. So asking all about gameplay is going to be like really the next focus. So I saw on the site that there's kind of 3 gameplay types or loops for Machiavellic. Can you take us through the basic ones, or kind of you describe the gameplay that's being proposed for Machiavellic? The first one I think was a MOBA.
Yeah, so like a MOBA style PvP
Yeah.
arena. I guess that's the sort of easiest way to describe that. um yeah, like the main thing that it all takes place in is like an open world sandbox MMO, and within that we have the various gameplay types intertwined, sort of. Yeah, and that's sort of hardcore PvP style where you can earn the hard to obtain currency. That's what I just talked about. That's kind of the PvP style arena gameplay. Um, and I mean, to be honest, at this stage, I am not completely sure if the team wants to go for real-time PvP battles or turn-based. That's something that we definitely talked about, but in terms of like technical implementations, it sort of might turn out to be more turn-based. But there's since that arena game is still a little bit out, more details about that will sort of roll out over the next few months. For the rest, it's also an auto battler. That's kind of also the one of the other main gameplay mechanics within that sandbox MMO. You can engage in battles by matching your officers against those of other players. And that's kind of the whole sort of faction setup, and that's also how that influences the lore, the further lore of the game. And what's also integrated is an endless waves simulator. So where when you're looking for an active gameplay session, where you can face waves of increasingly tougher enemies. Yeah, until basically until you die. You can take that on as a solo challenge or a group challenge. Kind of as also as a way to sort of refine your fighting skills for the PvP battles. This is more like a PvE setup, and kind of also as a foundation for if we in the future want to build that out as in like dungeon crawling adventures.
Yeah, that's. Thank you for giving me the warning, so I know exactly where to go for to avoid my hardcore death. The not sandbox. The endless waves is something that sounds really interesting to me. I do like playing a couple different tower defenses. That kind of reminds me of different games that I like to play.
Nice. Yeah, we try to sort of have something in here for every play style. That it's like the auto battler for someone who is not looking to sort of actively engage with the game and who's just like having it as a tab open on their browser while they're doing a million other things. That might be more for them, but yeah, we know that there's also a lot of people on both Wax and Cardano really looking for active game engagement, and yeah, that's why we're the wave simulator and the arena PvP. That's really set up for them.
I think it's great to be able to offer different types of play styles because you can definitely cast a wider net. Because just for example, for me, I'm not big on PvP, but I am big on auto battlers. I like to sit back and just watch my minions kind of run around and do their thing, and that's fun for me.
Yeah, same really. And like me, for example, I'm also more into turn-based stuff because I like to sort of carefully plan and strategize it, and not like be. I don't know. I guess I get too overwhelmed sometimes with real-time battles, but maybe it's the age playing up. I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean. There's a reason why I don't play multiplayer StarCraft anymore because it was
Right.
too stressful. Yeah, trying to
Talk
keep
about
up.
hectic games. That's like the top of it.
Okay, so there are one of the things that's really cool of Macchiavellic is that there's no predefined classes or play styles. So my next question is going to be like about balance. When you don't have predefined play styles, every single like item, every single armor piece, every single skill is almost like it has to be balanced against everything like all at once rather than like class versus class. So how do you even like approach that balancing all those types of game styles or stats, I should say?
Yeah, like yeah, how to sort of explain the play styles. There's like these individual game modes can be initiated separately, and yeah, prior to sort of starting any of these games, players have also the flexibility to sort of equip their officer NFT or their group of officers, sort of customizing that to that play style. So there's a bit of that, and like with the essence of the whole sandbox MMO umbrella that we're all folding this under is also the diverse activities that players can engage in. I think just kind of loops into kind of what we just talked about. It's like a player who's focused mostly on like solo exploration. They could prioritize sort of the like the endless wave simulator and things like that, and sort of prioritize learning to survive and escape over the firepower. Where someone more with an aggressive play style, will kind of adapt a different strategy for that. So ultimately, like the game revolves more around the sort of that player interaction and economy around that, seeing how that evolves and how we can sort of develop the game also further in the direction that players are mostly engaged in. Also making sure that players don't sort of become sort of bogged down in how do you say it? It's sort of more like a set of rules that we implement that might sort of become boring after a while when playing. We kind of also want to develop more into the direction where we just see the most engagement. I'm not sure if that fully answers your question, but I hope so.
No, it definitely gives like a good insight to it. Like it sounds like you're looking at once this is engaged, what metas develop and who decides to do what, and how they decide to build their characters. If something becomes too strong, it gets a little nerf, or maybe something else gets bolstered up. You mentioned also being able to outfit warriors before each kind of battle, or what kind of playstyle you're going to go for with, I think is really useful, because you're not going to have the same things in PvP as you would for like an endurance battle
Right.
for endless waves.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also where stuff like the gear comes in handy. Like the gear in the game can be crafted using in-game resources that you can then obtain through gameplay or through trading. So we just want to make sure that most of the actions in the game are um, game rewarded. Like the more you interact with the game, sort of the more easily you can then obtain things like the soft currency and the tools and the resources to craft your gear. But of course, you can also trade it. So you can also like set yourself up a bit as a merchant. Explore the world, get as many resources as you want, craft gear, and then trade it away. So yeah, they can trade these in the in-game marketplace. Using also FGL tokens or the Cardano, the ADA. But yeah, additionally, players also have the option to sort of craft these items themselves, claim them as NFTs, and trade them sort of on a secondary market if they choose.
The idea of almost like being some kind of spacefaring war merchant is kind of appealing. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, I think so. Well, that's again, like another type of play style. You could be totally focused on the exploring, or setting yourself a bit as a ranger, or kind of more as a merchant, or maybe you go full on battles. You set yourself up as a mercenary. So yeah, that's like I say, that it sounds like a super big project, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, it is a big project. It's not going to be ready sort of within a few months or something. But that's also why we're rolling it out sort of staged. So the first stage of rollout is going to go live on February 15th, where we kind of focus on that journey on the spaceship to the new planet, to Ozar. Where you can already sort of interact with your character there, and sort of set up like your faction, and kind of get the first interaction also with the world. Because when we get to that stage of like landing on the planet Alzar and like getting that sort of sandbox MMO ready, that's going to be quite a bit out also in development. So that's also like between now and then we're gonna sort of release some of the mini games first before the entire world is ready to make sure that there's still plenty to do, and that we don't test the patience of our players too much.
I think that's a cool approach, especially when you're doing stages, because you can take the community along with you for the journey. It's not just, hey, everybody showed up here and there's factions fighting. It's like, hey, we were all on the ship. We all went out there. This is what happened during it. People can have the community participate during that build as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. I like how that sort of completely fits in the lore. And when you are sort of an early adapter of this game, you get on board early, you get to experience that stage. I mean, if you discover this game maybe 2-3 years down the line, then everyone already landed on Ozar, and you kind of missed that journey. So I think that's also something really exciting about it.
Yeah, I think when you miss out on something like that too, you get that little bit of FOMO, and it lends towards people who come later wanting to stick a little harder because they don't want to miss out on anything else. That's
Right.
pretty
Yeah.
cool too. So I have a question about gear next, but it's like kind of the last one about gameplay and kind of how it, like the structure of this is built. But like when you have all these different like pieces connecting together and all this different customizability, like is that difficult to set up on like the back end? Is that add extra complexity when you're trying to write contracts for the game? How does that affect the development when you're offering so much?
I mean, I think this is probably more of a question for our dev team. I'm not sure if I can fully answer it. Um, but I do know that sort of the amount of gears and equipment. I mean, it's set up as a lot, but in the end, the back end of it, it's basically like it gives you, for example, a +2 on armor or a +1 on health, and kind of balancing the stats like that, to make sure that there's not too many variables sort of at play at the same time, just to keep complexity manageable. But yeah, we do at the same time want to make sort of the gear interesting enough that there's like enough to collect. Basically, it becomes like something exciting to collect as well. So yeah, at this moment, I cannot say yet how many pieces of gear there will be and how many different sort of variables there will be that the gear that like what kind of stats the gears influences. These are things that I know the dev team already has in place, but I just don't have those numbers at this time yet. But more about that also to be released soon.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting a little bit too focused on my question. So sorry about that, Martine. So let's talk about gear. Let's talk about gear now. First thing, gear and are those NFTs? Is the gear are each of them a different NFT? Are they stored on like a main server, and then you mint the NFT when you withdraw it? Like, how does gear work in the world of Web3 and NFTs?
Yeah, so the gear is something created in the game, but it can also be sort of minted as an NFT, which then allows you to sort of trade it with other players. But yeah, like when you craft it, it is only an in-game resource, but then yeah, it can be sort of switched over to an NFT by, for example, paying a couple of tokens.
Perfect. And I think you kind of alluded this a little bit. Can you only have one character outfitted at a time, or do you have multiple character slots to interact with Machiavellic? Like if someone's, you mentioned going into PvP and possibly losing your NFT character. So I'm wondering, I'm assuming that you can have more than one. How does
Yeah, you
someone
can basically build up your entire squad. Yeah, you can. For example, in the auto battler, you can control multiple of your characters simultaneously, and you can choose to sort of equip each of them differently to your preferences. Um, but other aspects of the game, like the arena battler or something, or like the open world sandbox MMO, in that case you're just controlling one character, because you just imagine it as like a third person view where you're just like steering your character around in the world, or in the arena battle. So there it makes more sense to just have like your leading character that you're controlling. So yeah, it depends a bit on which type of gameplay you're engaged in at that point, if you're controlling multiple of your characters or just one.
perfect? That answers that. Thank you. How about now? This is FGL is taking Machiavellic under its wing, bringing it over to Wax. So, and I think you mentioned earlier there's going to be interaction with the FGL token. So, can you outline a little bit or give some hints to our listeners? How does the FGL token play in to Machiavellic?
Yeah, it kind of serves as the main currency for trading resources and crafted items within the game. So it's kind of the economy backbone of the whole trading that will happen within the game. But on top of that, FGL tokens can also be won through tournaments, challenges, leaderboard prizes. Kind of the same approach that we also do it in our other games like Cosmic Clash, Outlaw Troopers, and Mecha World. There you can also win FGL tokens through like the leaderboards, things like that. So additionally to like the whole crafting and marketplace stuff, that's also how people can obtain some tokens through the game.
Perfect. Sorry, was I going to cut you off?
No, I was just adding, like, we also have a feature that's also like an NFT up for sale. It's like a marketplace shard, and if you hold one of those, then you get basically cut in all the revenue that people generate from making these trades of like trading gears. So it's like again, because the game is not complex enough yet, right? Let's add some more complexity and have these marketplace shards in there as well, which I think makes again a really cool feature for people who are maybe a little bit less sort of direct involved, people who don't have the time to do daily play sessions or something, but who are more focused on the trading side of things. This could be a benefit to them as well.
Perfect. I don't have anything else to add about that. Thank you. So let me ask a little bit about factions. You did kind of mention earlier how like you will select a faction to kind of do some PvP battle. You can do switching from factions. Is there anything else that you want to maybe highlight about how factions come into play with Machiavellic?
Yeah, so there's 10 factions in total. There were 8 of these sort of original factions that were already there when the game was announced on Cardano. And now with the whole Wax collaboration, we added 2 more factions, where one is based on Outlaw Troopers and another one is based on Mecha World. And those backstories also really fit very nicely into the whole lore of Machiavellic. So that was also really cool to work on. And all these factions within the game operate as community-driven entities. So where members of every faction can collectively vote on decisions based, that sort of impact the faction's operations. But for example, also how the rewards are given out, distributed. So it's kind of a democratic voting system empowering that community aspect of the game. And also it can shape the storyline and the lore a bit of the game. So, with that, I mean, for example, imagine that in one of the factions, the player who holds the supreme leader is like a complete dictator, and has like the vast majority of faction rewards given out to himself. Then it's pretty likely he's not going to be in power for very long, right? He'll be overthrown at some point. But if there's a good leader in place who sort of respects the democracy there and treats people fairly, then there's a good chance that that faction will also grow a lot in popularity, and with that in power. I mean, there's not sort of a limitation. I mean, there is a limitation in how many officers there are per faction. So basically how many military ranks there are per faction. But there will also be sort of just civilian characters for every faction, and that there's no limit on that. So kind of that is also how the game can grow, right? I mean, with the officers that we're distributing right now, there's just a set amount of those, and those can also die in the PvP battles. But if we set up the game also for potential big growth, and additional characters for that can be made sort of just as civilians that are also taking part in it. I mean, those civilians obviously those have less power. They're sort of less good NFTs than the officers. But yeah, they can still take part in factions and help with to do their share of the voting, and also sort of grow factions, and with that shape the storyline and the lore of the game. So that's I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more excited I get.
Yeah, you definitely really piqued my interest when you mentioned supreme leaders, and you said whoever's holding the supreme leader, and then you brought up officers. So let me ask this kind of as a follow-up. Is the supreme leader, is that like a position that's voted on by the faction, or is that something that you acquire?
It's an NFT, yeah, so it's something you
All right.
acquire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, I think that's all I've really got about gameplay. If you're listening below and you have questions about Machiavellic, you'd like to come up and ask Martine, please go ahead and raise your hand so I can invite you up. See what's being said in the comments. Let's go FGL. Thank you, Optic. Wax Gang, Miggy, shout out. Magic Killer is all about FGL too. And then Zoom is loving the blockchain. Thanks for the comments, guys.
Awesome. And also to sort of go a little bit back on memory lane, some of these people who listen to all of this might be thinking oh, this reminds me of other games. You know, while developing Machiavellic, inspiration was definitely drawn from Ultima Online, but also Eve Online, Albion. I've never played Albion myself, but the team is kind of big on that as well. So yeah, taking the best parts of all of those and pouring that into yeah, an economy that works well on blockchain.
I think I played Eve Online for 4 weeks, maybe 20 years ago, and it's still something that is very fresh in my mind. That experience, and some of the stories that have come out of there. So like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I could talk about that for a while. So let me just shut.
Oh yeah, and
Just shut up.
it's still going strong, right? I mean, yeah, that game's
Yeah,
been going strong for 20 years.
the traders, the turncoats, the intrigue, and the spy stuff. I love reading about those.
Nice.
So like let's talk a bit more about the background a little bit. So you've been, and I think you mentioned this is earlier. You've been in touch and contact with the team for almost like a decade and a half. But you've also been advising on Machiavellic directly for a little while now. So let me ask you, like, what has like the development experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been interesting because when I first, I mean, I got to be honest, when I first started talking with this team, I was just zoning out of the amount of information. And I was like, what, you know, why do you have to be so ambitious? Why don't you just start with something small? But no, yeah, you know, like I had weekly calls with them, just like catching up how things were going, and like with every call that we had, I, you know, got sort of a better grasp of like what it's going to be, and I got to see like more of the artwork and the animation bits and stuff that they were working on, and they got me more and more convinced, like, hey, this team is onto something. This can really be something. Yeah, so yeah, that's like I said, it's been going on for a bit more than a year. Yeah, I think, yeah, something like that. No, actually, no, 2 years ago. It's 24 already. I'm still getting used to that. No, it's around 2 years ago or something. I started talking with this team, and yeah, like, you know, end of last year is when we really. No, actually, summer last year is when we really started talking about getting them onto Wax. Yeah, and then end of last year is of course when we announced it and did the first drop and everything. And the wax development has been going really well. Very happy with that. Also, it's been going quite smooth. So yeah, you know, I'm really confident that this team can pull off all the things that you're promising.
Let me. So I think this is about all the questions I had prepared, but I do have some other ones that came up while we were chatting. I do want to maybe give a little bit of attention to. You mentioned a couple drops coming up. Um, and the first game of the, or excuse me, the first phase of the game, Tongue Tied, will be launching next week. So what can players be looking forward to seeing as far as drops for Machiavellic?
Yeah, so there's actually currently already a drop live that, yeah, like it originally started this drop a little before Christmas. There's still a few of the officer commission passes, like those packs. There's still a few of them up. Like meaning that, you know, you get a pack of 3 random officers, and you know, could be high ranks, could be low ranks. What's dropping tomorrow is the plots, like the cabin plots that basically the cabins that are on board of the spaceship. And yeah, like there's like also these are sold in packs. And every pack has one random type of cabin plot, and there's like bigger ones and smaller ones. And the bigger the plot, the more officers that can be placed in it, and with that, you can sort of earn bonuses while sort of, you know, while we're on this spaceship on our way to the planet. So that's, you kind of see this as a salary bonus, but also a bonus in voting power within the factions, and a little bit of sort of yeah, like a discount on the training and the crafting duration. So later in the game, when you're like yeah, working on strengthening your character and your crafting things, then you get your crafting will take a little less long than the standard duration. So that's kind of the perks that come with getting your cabin on board of the spaceship. Your big star hotel suite on the spaceship, basically. So that's dropping tomorrow. Yeah, and then next week on the 15th is when we're launching that first phase of the game, where you also then get to sort of see the spaceship and get to see the cabins and things.
Awesome, this is exciting. And then can I mention what's going on February 14th? Has that been announced yet? Our raffle.
I have to check with Roger. I know he's
Okay.
in this call somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, there's going to be something. I know we're working on something for Wax Hub as well. So if you're a Wax Hub ambassador, make sure you stop by our Discord and check out what we got coming from Machiavellic as well this week. It'll be posted a little bit after our space ends today.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, yes, it is announced. Sorry, I see it in our Discord calendar. So yes, I can announce that on the 14th, to celebrate all of this, to celebrate the NFT sales and the launch of the game, we're holding a raffle. So that will be February 14th, 6 p.m. UTC. And during that raffle, you can win some plots and some officer commissioner packs. So some pretty hefty prizes, because the plots, that's something, the plot packs go for 3,000 wax. The officer commission passes, the packs that go for 500 wax for a single one, or 1,500 one for a 3 officer pack. So some pretty cool prizes, and I think, Tommy, you can tell a bit more about the Wax ambassadors that are going to give out raffle tickets.
Yeah, so this will be launching just a little bit after our space today. I'll be announcing it, and we'll be Wax ambassadors will have a handful of raffle tickets to be giving away to followers who are interacting with different comments, or either doing an X campaign, reacting on live stream, if they're putting out videos. So however they like to distribute, that'll be up to them, but they'll be handing out some raffle tickets. Those we ask to please be sent to the raffle wallet Machiavellio, and we'll have that posted out a little bit later once we start putting out the information for this, so we get that wallet correct. But please have that sent before the raffle goes live at you said 6 p.m. UTC, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So let's make sure that if you're going to participate, you get your Machiavelli raffle ticket sent in before 4:30 p.m. UTC. Just give a little bit of lead time for them, everything to get in there, so you're not waiting until the last minute.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll be working with Roger on that. So exciting stuff coming from Machiavellic.
Absolutely.
All right. So next question I have here. So Machiavellic or Machiavellian, when I hear the name, it's like it almost seems like very cunning and sneaky. Is what I think of. So like, is that how you guys came up with the name? How was the name Machiavellic chosen?
Yeah, that's really sprouting mostly from the brain of Santiago, I think, because the name Machiavellic was inspired by the 15th century history around like Florence. Like this era witnessed the
intrigue, lots of intrigue, lots of
lots of intrigue, right? And also
stabbing,
like the
stuff. Yeah, it's very sneaky and very spy master.
The Medici family, the Borgia family, Machiavelli himself, a lot, like you say, a lot of intrigue. I'm a bit of a history geek myself as well, but I have to say about this part of history, if you go down this rabbit hole, there's like so many big fat books to read about this. Because there was so much happening at that time. When you think about it, it was also the time of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, and like so many new inventions were done. And sometimes I wonder how, for those people, they really probably thought like, oh my God, every day something new is invented. And now, like, we live in 2024, and I'm like, oh wow, there's so many new inventions, like AI and blockchain and like all that stuff. So I'm kind of wondering, like, if you could compare that, would it kind of feel the same for those people back in the 15th century?
Yeah, I think we really when you have to think about just thinking myself back like maybe 30 years and trying to imagine what the world's going to be like. It wasn't anything like I thought now. So I mean, everything that it's expanded my expectations for sure. I think everybody who live in interesting times get to have that kind of experience where there's all this new stuff coming.
For sure, yeah, but definitely like this whole period of like new world, new inventions, in like you say, intrigue and politics, and so much happening, and that kind of aligned with sort of the whole setup and like the lore and backstory of this game, where also like this population is really reinventing itself. There's a lot of politics between all the factions. There's so much happening with all the like the exploration of a new planet. So yeah, that's kind of what definitely inspires the Machiavellic name.
And then another thing that's very striking on the website itself that I've seen is the art. So can we talk a little bit about the art that I'm seeing for Machiavellic? First, I want to ask like who are the artists, like who are designing all these characters and stuff?
Yeah, so the team is very distributed. So the main artist is his name is Jonathan, and he lives in Madagascar. So yeah, he kind of kicked off the visual process, sort of for how this Machiavellic world should look and feel. And then most of the art team, like the rest of the art team, is mostly based in Thailand, under the direction of Art. Art, the art guy, I know. So he's like they're mainly working on the 3D modeling and asset creation. And then the animation and like the high res modeling and stuff, that's mostly done by Yoon, who's also located in Thailand. So he specializes in those areas. And then Santiago, like the sort of the leader of the project, kind of mostly has that sort of the crucial role in maintaining the sort of creative direction and sort of making sure that art and animation sort of all follow along the same path and the same style. But it's definitely like a collaborative process. It's not like Santiago's like he's making every decision. All the artists definitely sort of weigh in the way that sort of the characters and the factions and everything should be shaped. I'm very happy sort of with the dynamics. I say every like all the pictures that I look at on the website, it all looks very dynamic, and that's it's not like only sort of static characters and static images. So that also kind of sets it apart a bit from the artwork that we see from most projects, and also from other FGL projects, to be honest. Like the Machiavellic artwork looks far more like it's in motion. So I can't wait to see it all animated.
Yeah, just scrolling through the site, I think I can tell like big influences for some of this is I definitely get a StarCraft vibe. Like the big shoulders are definitely giving me like that big Warhammer 40K vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks so. For
I
me,
do wonder how they look left and right, though. Like I can't really wrap my head around that.
Yeah, this for me, right? Just speaking for myself, this is like exactly like what I like. I love seeing space, big StarCraft, big shoulders, big armor, and space marines. It's so cool to me. I love it.
Nice.
I like these, and then I see on like also you got all these like different skills and set up too, and that's like definitely like reminding me of just different MMOs, like you said, different MMOs to play, and it just looks really, really, really detailed.
Thanks. Really appreciate that.
Okay. All right, folks, if you've got questions for about Machiavellic or for Martine here, go ahead and raise your hands. We are getting towards the end of our show. Just want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Is there anything that I maybe glossed over, Martine, that you wanted to give a little bit more information, or something that you particularly haven't mentioned yet but are really excited about when it comes to Machiavellic?
I think we were really thorough and we went through a lot. I mean, I'm obviously very excited about Outlaw Troopers and Mecha World becoming part of the Machiavellic lore. I mean, as you might know, I was like the main game designer behind Mecha World, and you know, I gave the team a bit of a hard time about implementing Mecha World in the right way into the lore, because of course I wanted it to align with everything that I wrote already for the Mecha World website and sort of that backstory. But yeah, really happy with how the team integrated that, and yeah, same for Outlaw Troopers and sort of the character that they created there and how they portray the faction. It just sits really well with how we already sort of developed the backstories of those two existing games. So yeah, that's something that I was just really amazed with, and I cannot wait to see the factions in action.
I was not sure if I wanted to ask for too many more details, but are you able to go into the lore at all about how Outlaw Troopers and Mecha World factions kind of come into play? Because I know it's going to be a big one for everyone on the wax side, to learn how these will interact with this new game, if you can. I don't want to, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. Right?
Yeah, like the sort of the details of the balancing are not sort of super set in stone yet. But if you have already NFTs of Outlaw Troopers and of Mecha World, that will of course also have an influence on your presence in Machiavellic in those factions. You know how exactly? Yeah, that's something sort of still discussing within the team. Could also be like you know, like a small how do I say that? You know, like some higher stats or something for your characters, just like buffing them up a little bit, or perhaps like faster crafting. Yeah, like I said, that's something with the balancing that we're still working on. But yeah, we do definitely want to make sure that if you have NFTs of Outlaw Troopers or Mecha World, that yeah, you can sort of have a little benefit in this game as well.
I think that's really great that you're able to not only include them in the lore, but also give added perks to people who have been playing Outlaw Troopers and Mech World this whole time.
Yeah,
So
that's
I think
something that has always been very important to us.
yeah,
As you might know, in Outlaw Troopers, you also get like a little benefit if you have Mecha World NFTs, and you can like bring them on to your Outlaw Troopers battles. Same with your Cosmic Class ships that you can also then bring over to your Outlaw Troopers game. So we don't have like a full web of crossovers yet, but we do try to facilitate all these crossovers as much as possible. So yeah, when Machiavelli came on board, that was kind of a bit of a no-brainer to integrate for us.
yeah. I think like I said, I think it's really great to be able to give extra perks to people who've been with you and who are excited about what's coming up next.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So let me go ahead and check this thread one more time, and then I think go ahead and we can close it down for today. I don't see any questions in the thread. Martine, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to give you such a huge thank you, and obviously for giving us all the details on Machiavellic. It has been a pleasure to have you join us here on Wax Wednesday.
Yeah, thank you too. This was really fun, and I mean, we went like really deep into the game. So thank you for that opportunity. Because yeah, I'm like I said, I'm very excited talking about it, and like this hour kind of flew by just talking about everything that's happened in that game. So thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, it definitely did. So if you're listening below and you're not already following the FGL team, go ahead and give them a follow right here on X. Martine, is there any other final thoughts or anything you'd like to share with the community before we shut it down?
Well, just check out the drop for tomorrow. Check out our drop page on Nifty. Check out the game that's going live on the 15th. And keep an eye on the Wax Ambassadors for the raffle tickets so you can take part in our Valentine's Day raffle.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, okay, Wax, thank you all for joining our space today. If you're listening right now below, if you're listening to the replay later on, I appreciate you tuning in. We will be off next week on Valentine's Day, and we will be back on February 21st. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, you can head over to Machiavellic.io and learn more about the game. And also check out the FGL Discord. I'm sure that they'll be adding more and more stuff there as far as the integrations and as the integrations develop. So
For sure.
if you perfect, thank you, Martine. And then now, hold on. And now NFTopia's Wax Wednesday space is going to start in just a few minutes. So make sure to hop in, check out all that's going on in this double dose of Wax Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Happy Lunar New Year, everybody.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play that space next. A recap of what's going on. What you see on the screen is the Wheel of Names. To get in the Wheel of Names, to get in with all these lovely people, you need to go to the tweet, which is the pinned message, the pinned tweet in the chat. If you're watching this live on Twitch right now and not watching the broadcast or replay, like maybe on YouTube or somewhere else, you want to go to that tweet if you're a Wax Wolves holder and post your Wax wallet with the hashtag WaxP and a wolf emoji. And what we're doing here is we're testing out. Mike D added this new feature to Wax DAO. It's amazing. You can back NFTs with multiple tokens. We've went through and there's just random tokens. I don't even know what half of them are. My wallet gets lit up with them sometimes. So we went through and just added a bunch of random tokens to a bunch of these Burn Me NFTs. And we're going to be spinning the wheel and passing them out. As of right now, we have more to give out than we do have entries. We have 19 entries. We have more than that back. Granted, this isn't a lot. These are just little bits of tokens. And if you don't have I believe the correct term is row. If you don't have a row open, you may need to open one. Obviously, we'll go through and I'll show you after this other space. You can kind of see on the screen, you see a little token thing. You'll click that, and what pops up is this. So if you go to Wax DAO, and then your wallet, and burn them that way, it might open the row there. I'm just not quite sure. This was all in testing stages. But I do know that if it doesn't show, there is a claim button. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was going to explain this when we're done, but I'll just go ahead and run through it now. There's a claim button also that I'll show you on Waxed Out, to where you can claim them once you get your row opened or whatever. So as you can see, like the one that we have open right now, it says this NFT is backed with this. It has like 1 wax, 100 Pepe, 100 Terror, 1 wax DAO, 100 RG bits, 10 leaf, 1 vibes, 1 AMG, 10 LFGK, 10 rug wolf, 0.02 aqua, 0.1 DHC, 0.01 beans, 0.01 rook, a bunch of zeros, 1 FD. It's even got 5 cents of USDT in there. 0.2 Marsha, 0.1 CV, 0.1 Morbs, 0.05 NFGC. My eyes are horrible. Like I said, I don't even know a lot of these tokens. They're just random ones that I've either got through Waxed Out or people sent them. I don't know. I have grabbed some myself as well. I do know some of them for sure. Anyways, and it's got like this one. I know this one. 0.001 scam token. That was made by a friend of mine. And then you got some zeros, 1 LTK. So that's just one of these burn NFTs, burn me NFTs, and we're going to be sending these out. Some don't have this many. I know Mint 69 has like 6.9 of a whole bunch of stuff. I think there's over 20 tokens. Yeah, there is. I'm pretty sure there's over 20 tokens on that one, and like there's 6.9 wax, 6.9 this, 6.9 that. So yes, it's a little fun little thing. We wanted to help test out the Waxed Out. Mike's he's just amazing. As you can see in the tweet, I said thanks to a great developer, because the things that Mike's doing has been doing on Wax through the years it's awesome. He's gave people a great platform. There's so many great people out there that are giving these platforms. You got the Waxed Outs, NFT Hives, the Nifty Blocks. There's so many of them, and then you got the exchanges and stuff. The Outcores and the Wax on Edge and the tacos, and there's just tacos. We all love tacos. it's just amazing. So we wanted to, as soon as we seen this, the testing stages, we want to get right in on this and start backing some of these burn me NFTs and passing them out. So I planned on saying basically that towards the end of everything, but I guess there's a rundown. I'll probably ramble it on here again after this next space. So let me go ahead and find this space. The plan was while I was talking, I was going to be scrolling and have it ready to go. I didn't do that, so bear with me here. Actually, bull with me here. We don't want the bears. We're bulls around here. I don't know. I hope you catch the reference. Bulls and bears. All right, there's NFTopia. So what NFTopia is doing now is, I'm pretty sure, after every Wax Wednesday space, they are doing like an hour or two, talking about drops and upcoming stuff. So that's pretty cool. They're doing that. I'm currently scrolling, looking for that recording. Also, I don't know if I said this or not. If we don't get any more entries, I'm gonna keep checking as time goes on. We're gonna give out all these burn me NFTs. So basically, at some point, we'll just, after, if you win one, then you win another, then we'll probably remove your name at that point. But there's enough for everyone to get one. So at this point, as of right now, that could change. But let me find this recording here. Oh, I'm looking. I think it was this one. February 7th. Yes. Okay. Alright, we should be playing here. Let's give it a second, see if this is working. And if so, I will leave you be and let you listen in. Again, go ahead and check out this tweet and join in. I haven't heard any talking yet. It's playing. We're 35 seconds in. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hey guys, this is Waffles Kitty here from
She heard me.
NFTopia.
She heard me.
Thank you for joining us. We will be starting in about 6 minutes. Just wait a little bit while I invite my co-hosts on here, and we'll get the show started.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so there's a pause. I didn't remember. It's okay, I can talk. So how you guys doing? What's going on? How's your Sunday? Wait, today's Monday. What am I saying? It's Monday. Oh man. Y'all watch that Super Bowl?
Alright,
Oh, she's back. Is
sending
she
my
back?
co-hosts the invites.
This is Waffles, by the way. For those who don't know, the #1 Waffles Kitty. One of the runners of NFTopia, something that's been going on for a long time. Used to actually be called Digicon, fun fact. It was a while ago. Good stuff. There's Crystalia joining. And then there's Consumer Break. She's getting everyone up, getting them
Well,
ready.
hello there, everybody.
Alright, I think they're good.
Perfect. We will start in about 5 minutes, guys. Thank you so much. Be sure to tweet this space and share it. I'm going to do that again right now, too.
Alright, we're back. I'll cut that short. I thought they just would start talking.
How's my volume? Can we hear me?
I hear you.
There's like no mic settings on the PC version of these spaces.
You're good, bro. I hear you.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I can hear you well.
Yeah, I can hear both of you well.
Awesome.
How's it
We
going?
hear each other.
I'm testing. the PC versions too. I always like use my cell phone. So hi guys.
For those who don't know, NFTopia is a metaverse convention, and they've been doing it for quite some time. Like I said earlier, it used to be called DigiCon, and you can get a booth. Randman's talking about booths. Everyone can get a booth set up, and it's in like this metaverse. You can share your stuff, share your collection, your whatever you're up to. Really, they're pretty open-minded when it comes to things. Whatever you're into, you can get a hold of them, get in contact with the NFTopia, Consumer Break, Waffles Kitties. There's a few, so highly recommend. We've been to many of them. Had booths. We've done a lot of stuff actually through the years there. So it's fun times, always fun times. I'm assuming they're gonna be getting started here shortly. They said 5-6 minutes. It's been a few minutes. Again, if you're just tuning in now and you're wondering what you see on the screen, you want to get in that wheel of names, the spin wheel. You need to find that tweet that's also on the screen, which is also pinned in this chat here, this Twitch stream chat. You click it. If you're a Wax Wolves holder, you post your Wax wallet with hashtag WaxP and a Wax
Oh
and
hi,
Burn
I see a
emoji.
lot of people. Hi Johnny. Hi Rock Dolls. How are you, Terra Mike? Ricky Grid, Off Rod, NFC Yeti, Atlas Room, Randman. How are you guys?
How's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday for the first ever NFTopia space? That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of emotion.
Get hype!
Hear me well, right?
Yeah, sound great.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is
A lot
our
of hearts.
first time, y'all. We're still a little early, so we're still just kind of chilling for the moment. But we'll start here in just a
We can
jiffy.
put some music.
I love that. I didn't know, since it's the first time I'm like starting this space, I didn't know I could choose music that just starts at the beginning. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, did you not pick one?
It was like automatically, they don't give you 4 options. So it was like journey, vibes, jazzy, and nostalgia. And I don't know what any of them sound like. So maybe I'll just do a different one and like rotate it. I don't know which one will like.
Vibes. I like it.
So we are hot of the week.
I know. We are already in the 2nd month of the year.
Yeah.
Time
I
be
mean-
flying.
Thank you, everyone who's been sharing our space just now. I've been seeing it show up.
I think, yeah, next Wednesday is Valentine's Day. So,
Oh boy.
oh boy.
We
Yeah.
got big plans.
Big plans for the post Valentine's Day cheaper chocolate. Do you guys have like a favorite chocolate? Mine's Reese's or Snickers,
Oh, I love Snickers.
right?
Yeah, perfect. I love Hershey's cookie and cream Hershey.
Oh,
Yes,
I
perfect.
feel like I can't go through when I eat chocolate. I feel like I don't know. Once I eat chocolate, I have to eat more. But for the cookies and cream one, I feel like it becomes too much if I eat half of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's so sweet. But
Mhm.
I like to like put the chocolate in the freezer
Mhm.
and then wait to be really cold and
Yeah.
then like eat them in
It's,
clack,
it's
clack,
a
clack,
pretty
clack,
good
clack.
strat. That's a great strat for eating chocolate.
Yeah, it's perfect. It gives you a perfect feeling like eating chocolate.
All right, guys. Thank you. Yes, stickers 100%, Tommy. All right, guys. It's about a minute past. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 12, 13, 14 people here. Thank you so much all for joining us on our first wax space wax calendar X space that we'll be
Yay.
doing weekly. So we're partnered with Wax School at Wax School _. They've been creating drop calendars for the community since September 25th. I think that's what we found out. Thank you, Breakman. We've also partnered with them to introduce these drops and community events. And if you don't know about NFTopia is a metaverse convention that highlights NFT projects across all blockchains. Our next event will be held May 3rd to 5th this year. And we're already having booth sales open, and we've already had a couple of people already snag the first spots. So if you are interested, please let us know or get to our website, find the link on our profile page, and let us know if you have any questions. We also invite creators in our audience to come up at any time. You'll need to press a mic on a PC or raise a hand on your mobile device to request to come up. Just to introduce everyone here today, we have myself, Waffles Kitty, or Sarah, whichever. I am the co-founder of NFTopia, and I'm also a small creator of the Wax Waffles Kitty collection that I started a couple of years ago. And I'm excited to introduce some new things happening for my project, happening every month. And the theme is all going to be memes. So I'm taking suggestions on my page too. I have with me co-hosts Breakman and Kristaya. Breakman is the co-founder of NFTopia as well, been an amazing help to me with starting NFTopia, and he is also the founder of Consumer Break, a mobile app for both consumers and players to earn while playing games. And then we have Kristaya. Kristaya is a variety streamer. She's also a community manager of multiple projects, and she's also part of NFTopia's staff. Very thankful to have her as well. And so let's just kind of give them a warm welcome, give them some hearts, give them some applause.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you
Hey.
very much, Waffles Kitty. And yeah, let me add to that. We are an indie NFTopia team. We started NFTopia about a year ago now. So it's been awesome. We've had 4 events. We're going to have more events like that. The next one's May 3rd through the 5th. In addition to that, I'm the live stream host, right? So I do all the AMA trains on the Consumer Break Twitch channel. And not only that, but we're doing this monthly now, leading up to the convention. So every month now, I'm doing like an AMA train. It's kind of like a half day of a convention. Am I right? So it's like 6 hours long. We just had one January 27th. It was lots of fun. We're doing an NFTopia school session during those streams. So it's a class for creators to come together, learn from each other, share tips. We had a lot of fun last time. And then that is followed up by an AMA train of like 6 projects, and they switch out every half hour. And it's just a big old great time with lots of prizes to be had as well. The next one will be February 24th when we do that. But we decided that we wanted to start a space and celebrate wax drops. It used to be that NFT Insider and Atomic Hub, we saw more advertisement about that in the past, and we just want to kind of bring it back. There have been spaces in the past that have gone over them, and that's great. And hopefully there's more. We feel that there should be more Twitter spaces that focus on wax. All the rest of crypto Twitter is doing that. There's lots of projects from other chains that are going on spaces all the time. So hey, we can do it. And exactly like Waffles Kitty said, we're just kind of gonna go over the week's calendar, which is brought to us by the Wax School account. And if any project owners that ever have any drops want to come up onto the space and guest, then all you got to do is raise your hand. So this is kind of like a intermediate between the big AMA Twitch streams. This is like a weekly bite-sized version where we do still highlight projects, small creators, small collections as well. Give y'all a shot to hone your public speaking skills a little bit. get your stuff out there a little bit more. And also, I want to add that the team, NFTopia team, again, we're just indie and we're accepting any volunteers. It's a volunteer team, basically. I mean, me and Waffles are running most of the show, but Kristaya here and some others have joined. We help as in what ways we can. You'll get into like our private channel in the server, and we can plan things up. And anybody that wants to volunteer in any way that you can, whether it be sure graphic design and such, but the biggest help we could use is the marketing, getting people to come over. We're trying to sell booths to projects, not just Wax but other chains or even Web2, and then bringing people to the actual events. And if this sounds like something that maybe you can help with, then just get in touch with us. And basically we split the profits after every convention ends, and that's the way it goes. It's not a paid staff thing, but when there is profit, at least we'll split it with those that actually put good effort into putting them together. So with that, Kristaya, give us an intro.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I think this is the way that we need to like make more space based on what's projects. So I'm really excited to be here, and like I always say, I'm also super happy to be on the NFTopia staff. I think this is the event that I always wait, like go and see. And if you are a new creator, if you had a new project on Watts, this is the way that you need to go. You need to go to the NFTopia school, because you are going to learn a lot about marketing, about how to create a community, how to manage it and stuff. So this is the way that you need to go. And today we are checking some drops, news, and all that. Thanks to the What's a School calendar. I think we had this calendar will help people to like know about drops, and we are gonna bring live some cool creators here. If anyone here wants to join us, they can jump and talk about the projects and all that. The micro is open to you guys. So let's start.
All right, awesome. And then if you guys have already seen, Rickman already posted links to the Wax School calendar link with the graphic. There's also a link that they have where you can add your own. If you haven't seen it before and you're a creator and you want to share your drops and community events, you can actually they have a Google Sheet where you can add comments on their calendar, and then they will add that onto their graphic that comes out the following week at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, but just as simple as it gets, as simple as it is for you, whatever is the easiest way to submit drops, you can just shoot us a DM if you want. We have a channel in the Discord, the NFTopia Discord. You can go to that channel and just submit there. Whatever it is, you can also DM Wax School. Whatever it is to get your information to us. If you have upcoming drops at any point in the future, just get it to us, and then that way we'll get it onto the calendar. We'll get the link set up right here during the space, and we'll talk about it.
That's right. And again, for everybody else that just came in, creators, if you're in the crowd, request to jump up on stage. There'll be a time for you guys to kind of show anything that you have going on. And if you have drops that maybe aren't on the calendar, or if they are, we would love to hear about it. And then the other thing is, again, how to participate. Obviously, follow waxschool_, or you can join NFTopia's Discord. Go to the drop calendar channel and just share your drops, campaigns, and events there, and we'll help add that onto the Wax School calendar as well. All right, now I have some announcements. Do you want to go over that, Breakman?
Which ones? We kind of already mentioned.
We kind of already mentioned. We can talk about the booth packages too.
Sure, really quickly before we dive right in. But if you're down there and you have one of these drops on the list, then go ahead and request. I know Terra Mike's down there. You want to talk about Jumbie? That'd be great. Off road, I think we have Wax Paper Folds, we have your drop here. Anybody who wants to come up, go ahead and raise your hand now. We'll start with you, and then we'll just meander down the rest of the list after that. But yeah, like I said, we have our AMA stream on February 24th with a school session. If anybody wants to get onto an AMA stream and have an official half hour where we promote you and stuff, and you'll screen share and all that goodie, just get with me. We're not charging for that at all up until the convention, just like the monthly ones. So shoot me a DM if you want to do that, and we can get it scheduled up. As far as the May 3rd through the 5th convention, the booth packages are live right now. You got a large and a small booth for early bird pricing of $25 or $15, so very affordable. The early bird pricing will end on March 31st, so you still have plenty of time to get your booth, and that will cement your own booth in a new space, which has not been revealed yet. We're still going to be building it, but we'll be using the Frame VR platform again, like we did this past time, and that actual space will be revealed on the convention May 3rd through the 5th. But if you get a booth, then you'll have your own custom image. You have a voice area, a chat area, a teleport spot to get there, a landing page when people click on your booth image, and that landing page has your choice of slides and videos and links. And that booth will stay there full time until the following convention in the fall. And also, every monthly stream from May onward will take place in that new spot. So if you've been following along on the monthly streams, we've been doing them in the NFTopia Light space, which is the space that we had in November, and that's what the booths are there. And in May, we're going to switch that up and go to the new space with all the new booths. So every month following, we'll also be hanging out there up until the following convention. And also keep in mind that the whole place is open full time at all times, 24/7. The only thing that changes is the max concurrent users. So actually right now, the NFTopia Light space, you can have 50 concurrent users in there because we're using it for the monthly streams. Sometimes if it's the free package, you might have up to 8, or during convention time, it'll be a lot more than that. But it's always open full time. Anyone's welcome in there and check things out, and also run your own events. It's totally free for you to go in there and just run any kind of events if you want, and you can screen share and all that kind of stuff. So awesome. I see Sully down there too. If you wanted to also come up and talk about the Funko drop, I know you've been covering it a lot. You're welcome to it also. Any other words before we get into drop mode?
I think we're good. So once we and anyone at any time is able to request to speak, I will add them as we go. We're going to have any of the speakers that have already come up. They'll talk about their project and drops and events. After that, and if we don't have anybody, we'll start going down the list of upcoming drops on the calendar. And then if anybody else pops up, we can go on over to theirs and then keep going until we're done.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, can I tell you guys about my project a little bit?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. You know, I see a lot of you guys follow me we follow each other on Twitter, so you may already know all of this. So Wax Paper Fold is the name of the collection, and I take paper and I fold it up, and I'll fold little things in there, like maybe a gear or a piece of plant, things with good shapes that they'll work as a stencil. So I fold the paper up, and then I pour colors into the folds. It's kind of like tie-dye. Is that guy in here who makes the tie-dye stuff?
Oh,
It-
yes.
The Goparel team, eh?
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. It's sort of like tie-dye, but I'm doing this on paper, and I've got stencils, and so when I open this stuff up, you've got the symmetry from the folds, and you've got the shapes from the stencils, uh, and I don't know what it's going to look like till I open it up. It's amazing. Like it's kind of like alchemy. It feels like. But so right now I've got some packs, the second edition of the collection. I've got 10 packs and 5 packs. If you go to Nifty Blocks, you'll see the drops I've got. And it's got some mechanics, some blending mechanics. So if you take two of the common folds and one uncommon fold and blend them together, it increases the rarity. Now you have a rare fold and it's animated. Then if you get two of the rare folds and blend them together, you move up to super rare. That's all in the blend pages. And also one more drop that I have is the weekly membership. It's actually not weekly, it's bi-weekly. So every other week you get a free NFT airdropped into your wallet. Starting February 10th till the end of the year, it's like about 24 NFTs. And that's on my drop page also. I don't know if anybody has any questions about. I've like posted this info a million times, so you might be sick of hearing about it.
I
I
think,
think it's really cool.
yeah, really cool. I
Yeah.
think you can post the link and down into the
Oh,
Twitter
yeah.
post.
Yeah, if you want to do that. Also, there's the spreadsheet link that is also already there, and you'll find it there. But if you click on it, yeah, you got some awesome visuals on these packs. Really 3D looking
Thank you.
pack. They look beautiful. I'm gonna look more into your collection because that sounds really interesting. And we
Yeah,
thank
it's
you for
all-
coming up too.
Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I especially like it too.
Off-road. Are you considering doing physicals of the stuff, like the papers?
I'm working on some posters right now. I'm totally thinking about that right now. I have a 3D printer. I got all kinds of ideas.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. You should share the process.
I have a video. You know what? I'll repost it. I have a video of me opening a piece. And
Oh, that's cool. So
yeah.
that means everyone's discovering it for the first time, like
Yeah.
live, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. And I love origami. I actually
In
sell
tie-dye, we
origami
call
on
that
the
hippie
side,
Christmas
so.
when you open up a piece.
Uh-huh. Oh, you know, it feels like a present from the,
Yeah.
from the other world, some other
That
place.
is awesome. You ought to come on the stream sometime and do one of those live as well.
Oh, that would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we love watching. I love watching the process of like how art is being made. Like last time at NFTopia, we saw Byron draw zombies on the spot, and it was just amazing how quickly it was done in real time. That I thought it was unreal too.
Yeah, I love watching other people make, how do you do it? Everyone's different. There's all different techniques. A lot to
Definitely.
learn.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming up.
Yeah, thanks.
And yeah, go ahead and check the collection out if you want to learn more. I'm sure you also have a community and stuff too, like a Discord.
I do have I could, you know what? I'll post a Discord and I found my video of my opening, so I'll post that in there too.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That would be so awesome. Just seeing that as like maybe something that people can see once they buy your NFT, and then there's a link that goes to how it was made. I think that's really amazing.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. All right, I'll drop out and let everybody else talk.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
You.
And I think we have Tara Mike and then Broken Dolls.
Yeah.
Right on. I appreciate it. What's up, everyone?
Hey, welcome.
I actually just posted. You guys were talking about how stuff is made. I had a random video of making a tie-dye heart that I just threw in the comments just to add to the. I love the wax paper folds. Let me just say, I love that geometric style art. It is very much like tie-dye, and the fact that it's being done with paper and all that is really cool. I dig it. I'm down with fractal art like that.
Yeah,
but moving on, if for some of you don't know, I'm I guess Jumby's curator for his art. We look like a much bigger company than we actually are, but it's really just me and Jumby. Jumby makes art, and we do as much stuff as we can with it. He kind of coined it spectral art because the art is meant to be viewed in all the different color spectrums. So it kind of has this animated effect when you do that to it. He's got a patented frame that we use to change the color of art. so you can like hang it on your wall, and it's not digital. It's a real 300 DPI print on a special film they call Duratrans, and we print his art on that, put it inside this frame, turn it on, and it really does have like a calming effect when you do that. And this week, I think we're building our tree of life. That's our drop right now. Um, a lot of Jumby's art is not just art. It's meant to kind of tell a story, and it's from all different religions and things all over the world, kind of telling a story how they all sort of are the same thing, just same face, different mustache kind of thing. And so I've been kind of blessed to sort of be his curator and get this art out there. And obviously, wax is the only choice. You'll hear me a lot, not so much talking bad about other chains, but how they just don't compare to the technology that wax has. And Jumby's a smart dude. He didn't want to put any art out. He didn't want to do any NFTs. But after we sort of dug into wax and showed him what the technology was, he jumped on board, and we've been doing it ever since. I know I was talking to Offroad like last week or something about Jumby's process. I'm not actually at the mothership right now. I'm visiting family, and so I don't really have the ability to show his process right now. But he's working on a Disney piece. Well, I can't really say Disney. It's a mouse piece, and watching that piece come to life over the past couple of months has been pretty cool, pretty amazing to see it go from a sketch on a piece of paper into the computer. He uses a Cintiq Wacom monitor, so he kind of just like draws on this giant monitor. But our drop for the past like 2 months has been building the tree of life, except I did it in reverse. Instead of starting from the top and going down, we're starting from the human aspect out down at the bottom and moving up. And we're really utilizing Wax's technology and WaxDAO sharing contracts to sort of make it more for the community. We're very purpose driven artists. So it's not really about the money. It's about, learning and expanding the mind. And then whatever money gets generated is sort of automatically irrigates all of the different farms, and staking NFTs will get you a share. So we're really very community and purpose driven. We have a lot of awesome collectors that are really great, and we love them all. But yeah, we're just trying to showcase all the technology that Wax has available and can be used to really, help a lot of things. And you don't really have to do much. Once you set the rules of engagement, the smart contracts sort of take over. And so I definitely appreciate everyone sort of giving us a platform to talk about it. And the link is in that spreadsheet there. We're not too big on like shilling stuff. You'll very rarely see me posting stuff. It's sort of, if you find it, you found it. That's awesome. If not, that's cool too. But I definitely love everyone here. NFTopia is awesome. We actually have to get our booth soon. I forgot, so I got to
No
do that
worries.
today. But thank you everyone for kind of giving us this opportunity to showcase what we do, and more important, why we do it.
That's amazing. And that's what we like having when we host NFTopia. It's to give everyone a chance to market who they are, what they're working on, what they believe in. And that's why we do this. It's like by the community for the community. And Breakman really helped me like uh, recover after DigiCon, and then now we're doing this, and then now I'm discovering more people who are up and running, and also getting perspectives from people who have been in the space for a while.
Also for collectors, I think it's a good op to discover new stuff. All the popular collections you already know about, and you'll see them at our conventions too. But you've seen them already on the Twitters and everywhere else. So all these newer creators, newer collections, smaller ones that really could use that platform anyway. Uh, it gives a chance for collectors to go and learn about them, discover them, learn about them. And I love Jumpy art. I mean, we've had you on numerous times. I absolutely love the
Yep.
art. I love the process. We're gonna do more of it in the future. I love the spectral art process. So it's amazing. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thanks so much. All right, and we have Broken Dolls. Hello, hello.
Girls, what up? First of all, it's fun being in a space on Wednesday when I'm awake. Like I usually miss out those because of different time zones, and it's just fun to see that. Like I think I know personally 90% of the people here, which is amazing. Feels like
Thanks,
the good
man.
days.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to speak about my collection. I mean, I've been the last year. I think both of you know has been very complicated for me personally, and let's say geopolitically. It's strange
Right.
times to be alive.
Yeah.
But what I did wanna say a little bit about some stuff that are happening on Wax recently, because I've been like lowering down the creation process, but I'm still very much into all the groups and all the, Telegram chats and always checking what's up and planning stuff when things are a little bit more calmer over here. So I just, that the new Wax boosting CPU system is up, which basically
Yeah.
says that you don't have to stake just to stake Wax to get CPU. You can use it like on the moment. I haven't tried it yet because I'm used to staking. And there's also all the bridging to other blockchains that's been happening. And I very much like advise collector owners to check these stuff out, uh, get their collection on the other blockchain, trying playing with it, or at least know that it's a possibility. And to all you new creators, of which I don't even really see around here, but like NFTopia, I wish we had NFTopia when I started. I wish we had people that help us with how to configure drops and stuff like that. I messed up so many templates way back, and it's just a pleasure being with you guys in this. I hope bull run.
Definitely. No, there's
Much,
yeah.
much love, Broken Dolls. That's
Killed
well
the room.
spoken, and thank you.
I think it's great that we have this community where we can rely on people helping us to grow together wherever we are. Like even if we've been in the space for a while, there's things that are new that are always being developed. So and it's good to see and get inspiration from our fellow community members on how they do their jobs, how they make their events, how they market themselves, how they engage with the community. And this is one of those things, and that's why we have this space also. I don't see any other speakers that are up here, so we can go right on into the drop list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, for if anybody else wants to come up, Sully, Drawn Company, anyone that has drops, come on, just raise your hand. This whole format is new, y'all. So it may improve and stuff as we do more. So keep that in mind. Let me just shout the drops out first before we dive into each one. But like we need to do some proper shouts. We got drops from Cogs. We got a Warsaken tournament. The Funko Fantastic Plastic drop. There's a Wombat Dungeon Master drop. Hold on. The Master Sprinter set drop. That's what that one's called. There's a Sublime Sounds raffle ticket. The Online Inn has a mythical creature letter pack. Skunky Chunks has a soil sample. Jumpy Art just talked about theirs. Fantastic artwork. Machiavellic just had their space on Wax Wednesday. They got 2 big drops. We got Bread Critter with a collab drop called Beat Boot Blob. We got The Hustle with a season pass. Nifty Wizards with a Kurti the Bot Wizard card. Pirates of the Degen with a booster pack and a dig license. Galactic 123 with a Earn LFGK. We got Wax Paper Fold with your second edition packs. Pen Arts has a Scourge pack. Alien Signals has a Hubble's Heart. World of Smelly Koala has K-Chat Community Pass. Artist Byron has the Hordes NFTopia coin. We got an NFTopia drop already. Awesome.
Woo!
Byron, you're down there, Byron. Come on up and talk about it. And we got Rug Apes with a Rug Ape 2557. Rug Apes, if you want to monkey around and get up here too, you're welcome. And then at the bottom of the list, I also have a giveaway from Consumer Break. We got a collab giveaway from the last stream with 6 different projects on there. I know there's a lot of other giveaways around all the time, bounty blocks, but and heck, if those get submitted, we could show those too. But that's the lineup we have currently, and we can dive into each one a little bit more without taking like hours on the space. But if anybody is down there that wants to talk about theirs, come
Yeah,
on up.
and remember this week also on the calendar there is the second round on the tournament on RadaQuest. If you want to jump out there.
That's right. I didn't write that one down. That's right. Why don't you tell us about that one then? The
Yeah,
tournament.
the second round of the tournament starts this February the 8th, so and until February 17th. And then there is the third and last round, and then we deliver the biggest prizes. There are awesome prizes like exclusive NFT and resources. There is a lot of stuff that you can make there. So jump to the RadaQuest Twitter or Discord and 3D render and go and start building your deck because it's really fun.
Awesome, awesome. Brian, I saw you were gonna say something about our very first NFTopia drop that was announced earlier this week.
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt, so I muted myself. It's basically just a simple little coin that's going to be used as a way to track people for when they do certain things, or give them a little bit of exclusive drops during the event or after the event. Kind of a way to fundraise to get the booth paid for, which has happened, and then any extra is going to be used to, I guess, like pay RAM and whatnot to host a few. Like I have a PFP that I want to make for those that have the coin, and then for those that don't have the coin, just something to give a little exclusivity to, just an appreciation thing. Pay for some of the, like I said, like the RAM costs and stuff. It's not an expensive coin. It's only 33 wax, and I'm already planning a few drops for those that hold the coin prior to the NFTopia event. And then the other thing is just a way to help maybe, we're trying to plan to have people kind of scavenge hunt around to the different booths and just take like pictures of themselves there and then submit it with their coin number so they can get entered in a raffle for things including like a founder's coin, so they can be getting even more perks in the horde later on. Just a silly idea I came up with and rolled with it, and the community thought it was a good idea and they supported it, so we're rolling.
We love
Hey
that.
man, silly idea? I don't think so. I think that's a brilliant idea. So you
bro,
had
that's a good one.
a collab
That's a
drop
real good
that-
one.
And we've had collab drops that just feature the logo, but this one is specifically to raise funding for your booth. And then you're adding all this sweet utility on top to where if you're doing actions during the convention and you're a holder, then you're going to get rewarded with different things. For example,
That's
taking
amazing utility.
photos at booths, and yeah, that's awesome. We'd love to see more people doing that kind of stuff. And that's the
I
beauty
need
of
to
it.
learn from
Anyone
you.
can. Anyone can. We try to do stuff like that, but like anyone can do it for their own NFTs. So that's really awesome.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks so much, Brian.
No problem.
And love seeing your process, and hope to see it again too.
Yeah, I should be doing a lot more live streaming than I am right now, but it's just crazy times right now.
Of course.
All right. But I will be doing some at the NFTopia. I hope to be there all 3 days streaming as much as possible.
That's the spirit.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Now I got to go do dishes.
Oh, you
Go
just
ahead.
reminded me too. I'm gonna have to do that after this. After
Yeah.
this phase.
Me too.
All right. Cheers, all.
Yeah, cheers.
See ya.
And then we had I think Sully wanted to say something.
Hey again, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for having me. I just wanted to start off by saying I do recognize a lot of the names here, and you guys are absolutely killing it in the wax space. Thank you to everybody. Broken Dolls, big fan. Byron, big fan. I saw you guys on here. I just want to talk a little bit about...
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I just want to say I'm such a big fan of the platform, and I really, every day I'm getting into it more and more. I've been doing it for over 3 years now, And yesterday I had the fortune, luckily drop, and Funko kind of finally reached out to me after I've been doing a lot of the training for their NFT drops, and worked with me to give me some packs. And it was a really good opportunity to bring a bunch of new collectors in and a bunch of new people to the space who really didn't know how to operate there. And I stream a couple times a week on Twitch and YouTube, basically just doing
Oh,
education. And there's still so many people out there that want to get into it but are just confused or don't understand or don't know how to get the wax or USDC in Funko's case. And I just love training people and helping them. And I've found some unique ways that I don't know if any others would benefit from. But like every time I live stream about one of the Funko drops, I give away a free NFT to everybody that comes by. And then the next day, like I'm working on the art right now for yesterday's drop, I make it where they can use the NFT I gave them to go in and do a blend on Nifty blocks to kind of upgrade that NFT and make it more rare. And I've found that's been a good way to educate people on, getting their wax wallet set up and how blends work. And again, it can be confusing to people, but I think the more training and education that we do out there in public spaces, the better to get people involved. And I can't think of a better
100%.
platform than wax.
that's
Definitely
really
agree.
awesome. Can you share your Twitch name so people can?
Oh yeah, it's confusing. My collection is called Nerds Unite, but all my streaming right now, because Nerds Unite is taken on so many of those platforms, is CS Sully, just like my Twitter handle here. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays. So
Yeah.
yesterday I had a 4.5 hour stream talking about that Funko drop, and on Friday I'll pick back up on that and kind of look at, where's the market at, what are the values on some of the NFTs now, how people complete royalty sets, things like that. And I welcome any of you to come by and talk in the chat and maybe even shout out your project. I'd love to show some of the other projects to people and shine some light. Unfortunately, I don't know everyone here's projects, even though I'd love to. So I'll be going through this later and making sure I follow all of you and check out your projects.
Yeah, I have to say that I have seen your stream. I always try to watch your streams. They're
Oh,
really fun.
thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, come by anytime if you guys can. It's no requirement. You don't have to pay. I think that's another thing people are confused about Twitch. They think it's a paid service and it's just for video games. It's not. There's so much more that goes on there, and I spend a lot of time educating and giving stuff away to people. So even if you want a free NFT and that's all you want to do, come by.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love that you're focusing on education too. And we talked about this last school session. So thanks for coming there then and participating. But it's amazing to see like some wax, I guess, influencers, right? That's what we are. Really educating and helping people outside of crypto get into crypto or into Web3 and just helping each other out and making it like a positive space and open for anybody to do that. So you're doing a fantastic job on that. And you
Yeah,
also
keep
cover
going.
you cover a lot of Funko stuff. Can you tell us about the drop that's happening? The
Yeah.
fantastic plastic. Maybe a little recap of what's going on there, because that's one of the drops that's very soon.
Yeah, in short, for any of you who don't know, Funko makes Funko Pops. I actually used to work for the company, and unfortunately, when COVID came around, that came to an end. But I've been a longtime fan of collecting the Funko Pops, and with their drops, every time they do a drop, you can buy packs, you can crack them open, you might get lucky and pull a legendary or grail, which gets you a physical pop delivered in the mail. Usually like 6 to 9 months later. It's quite a waiting period, but they do that on purpose to keep down the manufacturing. And then when they do those drops, you can also do what's called a royalty set. So they kind of reward you for completing a set of the easier to get NFTs, like the commons, uncommons, rares, and epics. And it can range anywhere, if you want to just buy those NFTs, anywhere from $50 to $200 sometimes to complete a set. But it's such a fun chase for me, like even as a Funko collector, but as a collector in general. Like when I was a kid collecting sports cards, I used to try to complete team sets or like the entire top set for a year. And I just enjoyed that chase and the camaraderie that comes from talking with other fans and doing trading and buying and selling. And I honestly, as a longtime Funko collector with over 3,000 pieces in my collection, I don't even buy their regular stuff anymore. Unless it's at like a convention or something. I'm NFTs only, just because I love the chase and the process so much. Yesterday's drop unfortunately didn't sell out. I say unfortunately because it would be better if it were more popular. But for those of us who are collecting, that just means that the piece counts on these physical products are so low. I feel like I'm just stockpiling gold for the future. Like some of these pops are limited to under 500 pieces now, and the general Funko community doesn't seem to understand that. But those of us NFT collectors, we just keep getting these like super rare pieces, and I've got over 200 of them now, and I'm just waiting for that day where they all go through the roof, and I think it's coming.
Dang, yeah.
Isn't it incredible that any other like toy manufacturers have discovered like NFT space? It's just like, why don't you do it? I don't get it. Like Funko is as you said, is creating for their collectors something that nobody does before, and
I hate to cut in, but I wanted to make sure that everybody gets rewarded that's in here, that's joined this as of now, just in case there's a whole bunch of people before this is over that joins. So what I've done, I don't know if you were paying attention, but I was copy and pasting all the wallets, okay? So what I've done is there's 19 people. I took all their wallets. Now I'm going to randomize this 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I've added, I don't even know which ones these are. I just went and loaded from template and then deleted the ones that were after this to make sure it was 19. I'll go ahead and randomize this 5 times, even for fun. I don't even know what mints are in here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to send these. And then, oh wait, hold on a second. Let's move this up to 20. And that way, at the end of the space, when we do the draw, whatever's left over, if you win again on the wheel, we're going to remove you as we go. But that way, everybody gets something that's joined in as of now. So, congratulations, joined in as of now. Okay, let's just send these and get back to the space. All right, there they go. So everyone has been rewarded one of these tokens. Now don't, if you burn it, make sure, if you know what you're doing, go to Wax DAO, burn it there. But I'll touch base on more of this after the space, on because I mean I'll just say it real quick again. I said it earlier. If you don't have I believe it's called a row open, you may need to make one. I'm not sure if you burn it on Wax DAO if it'll create the row or not. So I don't know, Randman. That's why I was saying. Randman asked if Mint 69 was in there. See, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's why I said it all like that, because I'm wondering that myself. I don't know if it's in there. But yeah, but when you burn this, go burn it on Wax DAO, and it may create the row. I'm not sure if it does or not. I know if you burn it on Atomic Hub, it won't do it. It won't create it, and then you can go into your wallet on Wax DAO, and then there's a claim button, and you can claim there or whatever. But yes, I don't know, Randman, if Mint 69 is in there. I was gonna be looking here in a moment once I start playing the space again, because I'm just curious about that. But yeah, so congratulations if you made it in. Obviously, we're still gonna add people into this wheel if people comment and follow the rules or whatever of the tweet. But other than that, yeah, after when we start spinning, if you win, we're just going to remove you out of there and then spin again until we run out of the Burn Me NFTs. So, all right, let's get back to it. Let me get this out of the way and hit play. This is a good conversation, by the way, too. This is I really enjoy listening to people like Soli. This guy, he's obviously a part of the whole Funko thing, which is great. Broken Dolls, awesome creator. We've done stuff with Broken. Like, I believe he was like our first collab, actually. I think Harley's shaking her head. Yeah, I think he was like our first collab that we've done. Tara Mike, big shout out Tara Mike, huge fan. We're big fans of Tara Mike, good friends. Sam Drawing Company, and NFTopia. So yeah, it's a great lineup of people. I'm really happy to see that they're doing this space. I'm looking forward to seeing more. We got 56 minutes left in this one, so I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're curious, if you're watching this in the future and you're like, what is this NFTopia? Check them out. Here's their Twitter right here. It is, let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, yeah, right there. The NFTopia. The NFTopia. And you can get all sorts of information just by simply going there. So, all right, let's go.
It's,
Right.
I don't know. I hope it happens.
Yeah, I found myself in a fortunate space that I've know quite a few people in the industry after working there for a while, and I've talked with some other companies. I won't name them, and even done some work with them, and I've tried to convince them do NFTs, come to Wax, and there's just such a lack of understanding or willingness to try and understand. They listen to some of their fans who will badmouth NFTs, and they just go,
Right.
"Nope, not for us. We're going to steer clear of it." Even Disney, who worked with Funko, would only allow them to do it in a certain way, and they never used the term NFT. They only say digital collectibles, and they didn't even advertise that drop on their channels. Disney did not, because they're afraid of that negative backlash that
I
comes
can
from the
live
term
with digital
NFT.
collectibles. I can live with that term, but I just want more players in. I can live. Let's do digital collectibles. This will get metal in, then I'm gamed. But why?
Yeah.
I wish we made it happen.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a problem with it. If that's what people need to feel warm and fuzzy about the whole thing, then let's do it, But it's just a shame that negative connotation around the acronym NFT is there, and it's so hard to train people the other way now. Like it's a slow burn, a slow crawl to try and go, hey, no, it's not a bad thing. We can all have fun with it. Come on over and let's show you. It's not just a JPEG you download.
Yeah, it's an asset. It's a total asset. Well, I think little by little, mainstream is starting to understand that, but it's gonna take time.
Yeah, agreed. And I'm if I have to keep doing this for another 5 years and slowly bringing people on, I'll do it. Let's go.
We've got dead air because consumers
While there's a
dropped out.
pause, I'll go ahead and
Where's Waffles
say,
going on?
Randman, Mint
No, I'm
69
here.
was
I'm just trying
in
to
there. I don't know
work
who it
on a
went to
little bit of
yet, but I was just
technical
looking, so I'm gonna go to my
difficulty
transfers
because
now and see
I'm
who got sent
like
to.
I'm here, but I don't see Breakground or Kristaya, but they can see me, and like it's like weird. I'm pretty sure Tommy has dealt with this a billion times too.
Yep.
Twitter is amazing.
Yeah,
So
just
much
like Power
fun.
World. Okay. I see them again. They're requesting. All right, let's try this again, guys. Tommy knows this pain. Yes, much love. Thank you so much, Tommy, for supporting the space. Missed out on your space earlier today, but did want to take a look at that after this too. We've got a lot of people here, and I'm very happy. A lot of people that I recognize in here. And if you guys want to come up and chat with us, just request to speak. I'll definitely raise your hand on the app or
Yeah.
click on the mic icon.
So I'm here.
For people that don't know,
Okay, I can
the
see.
people that have talked. Oh, you're back. Cool.
Yeah, we are back. I think it is something with the PC stuff on Twitter. I don't know. Now on the phone, so everything is good. So I have a question for Sully. I have a question. Yeah. So I want to know which collection on what's on Funkos are your favorite. I want to know.
Oh, great question. You know, I like a lot of the licenses that they work with. Not even a Harry Potter fan, but I thought they did a great.
I hate to cut in again, but as you can all see, the screen's open, and I realize as I should point this out. You'll notice on when you're on some place like Atomic Hub, for example, here it's only showing that this NFT, this was mint in '69. I was finding out who got it. Um, it only shows 6.9 wax backed, but on Wax DAO, on the other hand, you'll see all the tokens that it's backed by. All right, sorry for cutting in. Back to that. I just want to point that out why that had the screen open. And it looks like it was Navidad, I think it's Navidad that pulled this one. This is the wallet. Congratulations if you're tuned in or watching it at a later time. All right, let's get back to it.
Great job with the Harry Potter drop and trying to bring in new fans. But my personal favorite, being a longtime collector, is anything related to their mascot, Freddie Funko. In every set, almost every set, they do that royalty set that's a little harder to chase down, and it features Freddie as something from one of those licenses, like Freddie as Batman, or I'm turning around to look at my collection now, Freddie as Reptar from Rugrats, or Freddie as Fred Flintstone.
That's
I
cool.
just I think it's so fun because it's like the little guy doing cosplay and having a good time with his fandoms. And so I try to get that one every single time. But it's just overall license. I really like the Halloween drops that they've done, where they use Freddy doing like the Devil or a Reaper or a Space Ghost. Like they do some really fun stuff with that, and I love having the pops behind me to turn around and check out and talk about on stream. People love seeing them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Harry Potter.
Yeah, not a Harry Potter guy. I'm one of the few that's not a big fan of the license, but I tell you what, I still got the NFTs because I love that collecting and that chase every
Yeah,
time.
I thought they were really, really well made. Like the dragons NFT, they're really beautiful.
Oh yeah, I can't
Yeah,
wait to see those in person.
yeah, definitely. Me neither do I.
All right, we got Breakman back. Woo!
Yeah, I had to get on my phone, and I guess my quality is probably worse. That's unfortunate.
No, it's better.
It's the desktop that's don't. It's
Yeah,
rugging us up, but okay.
we need to keep using the cell phone.
It's okay. All
Please
right.
fix that.
Oh, we got John Company that's ready to speak to you.
Yo.
How's it going, fam?
Yo.
Another NFTopia team member. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
How are we all doing? Are we all good?
Good. Well,
Good.
I'm surviving here. I mean, you've probably heard in California what's been happening, the flash storms and floods and everything.
Weather's crazy.
Yeah.
But there we go. So listen, right. I'm not going to be on for long because I'm on dad duty, and I've just managed to get out of the front room on the guise of making a milk, right, rock and roll here in Coventry, UK. But can I just say, first of all, Sully, right? Thank you so much for getting behind the Sword of Power drop and really taking that from being a success to like an astronomical success, because you embracing that and helping out and doing the collab and creating the NFT, and then meant that I could do something else based on what you were doing, and it would just made all the hard work that I've been putting in over the past sort of 9 months on PFPs worth it, because for the very reason that I've obviously tickled your pickle. You liked what you saw, you enjoyed it, and that's why I do what I do. I don't do it for financial gain. I want that person to come to me and go, oh my god, this is cool. And the fact that you embrace that so much, so Sully, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really
Oh yeah, for
appreciate
sure,
it.
man. I absolutely huge fan, have been for a while. Like I was telling my audience, and those swords, man, they took me back to my childhood of collecting He-Man and Transformers and stuff. And I couldn't. The second I downloaded it and saw I had the IP rights to it, I started getting in on Procreate and designing.
There you go.
I had to have the fun with it.
Fantastic. No, that's great. It's great. And as I say, it was just great, and the whole event was a tremendous success. And you can take 50% of the credit for that at least. But But one of the things I would like to say, Ryan, I'm not going to give you the full memorial lecture, guys, tonight. But I was speaking to another famous creator, Broken Dolls, the other week, and he turned around to me and he said, "Should we do a space?" And I said, "Yes, we should definitely do a space." It's thinking it's the right time to do a space. Now, when NFTopia announced that they were doing their space tonight, you never know what you're going to get. But look at how many people we've got in here in the house. We've got creators and we've got collectors, right? And that's a beautiful thing. Now, if you look at the way the market's going or gone, or we can't predict that, but it feels like people are coming back in. We've got new people coming in now, and we're going to start to have somewhat of a renaissance. And I think that NFTopia is going to be central to that renaissance because of the way it's positioned itself. So, one thing I would say, obviously, I'm going to be doing my next Karen PFP, which is my first true PFP, which comes out the 1st of March, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for that. But more importantly, we're going to be carrying on the NFTopia school, and we've never had the luxury of time. With the NFTopia school, we've always started it 4 weeks before. So people come along, they take it in, but they're sort of like, well, what am I meant to do with this, to be honest? Because you've given me 3 weeks to do it. It's impossible. And we appreciate that. So all I'd say is continue coming to those school sessions. It's not going to be all about me. We've already booked other people to come and speak, which is fantastic. Again, we've never really had that luxury. So I'm going to be going over the processing type stuff, over how we can get prepared for NFTopia, but we're also going to have awesome guest speakers, one of which is a rock star and he's in the room with us right now, but I'm going to keep you all guessing on who that is because I was really excited when they agreed to do it, but we've made no formal announcement yet, so we've got to keep it a secret. That'll be in March or April. And who else have we got coming for consumer? Who have we got coming for the next NFTopia school?
Sure, we got T-Break from Terraformers coming, and also who will do a presentation of some kind, but also it's a roundtable for any creators to come over. So if you're there present, you can also pipe up, tell us about your tips and how you run your collection, and we learn from each other. It has been helpful, especially for small creators that they have told us tenfold that it's helped them figure out different strategies. So that's amazing. And also, if you miss those sessions, they're all on YouTube. So you can go to NFTopia on YouTube and you can see all the past school sessions right there. Again, especially if you're a new creator, there's lots of good stuff in there.
Stop. Yeah, sorry. Stop.
I have a question for Drone Company.
Do we want to do this on a hot mic whilst I'm not prepared?
No. It's a simple question. If there's like a school, if there's a school, so you're basically Dumbledore because you're the oldest and have a British accent.
Yeah, love it.
Just making sure.
Is he Dumbledore or is he Snape?
Yeah, could be.
Ooh, that's a good question, man. That's definitely a good question.
Yeah, love it. No, I would like to be Dumbledore. I mean, the only thing about Dumbledore, of course, that we know is like the actors that play him constantly die. So let's hope I don't meet the same end. But listen, guys, I do have to go because it's bedtime and football's on, and I'm still here, right? But I've got to go off mic now, otherwise I will get executed. But looking forward to seeing you all at the school. When's the next school? I should know this. Is it March the 2nd?
It will actually be February 24th.
Okay, yeah, completely wrong date. So February the 24th for there. We're going to be there, and we hope to see all of you there. Yeah. Cool. Speak soon, guys.
Thank you for coming up.
Later, Matt. Thanks.
And can you just say like expector something in your accent? Patronum.
Sorry, was that for me?
Patronum.
For you,
What?
mate.
What? This is very kinky. What do you want me to say?
Somebody tell me the right thing.
Knickers.
What? You want me to say something? You want me to say a Harry Potter spell in English?
Do a spell.
Oh, do a spell.
Expectro something.
Injectium Coronis.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah? Was that
We did it,
good?
guys.
What
Yes.
I'll do is, right, I'll work on it. I'll do a bit of research on the different spells, and then I'll come back with a really good one, and I'll give you a few choices. I might even send them to you. Yeah, let's all get on with that.
I'll mint
Okay,
it. I'll mint it. If you do it, I'll mint it. You know what? I'll mint you saying
Okay.
sentences.
Yeah, let's start business. Bye.
Love
Thanks
it.
so much. Thanks so much, guys, for just entertaining us. All right, so if do we have any other creators that want to come up? If not, we can kind of keep going down this list here.
Yeah, and we're not gonna try to spend forever on here, so we'll be kind of going through them quick. I'll be clicking on the drop links. We'll be reading some of the descriptions and stuff. But yeah, the mic is open to anybody that wants to. So, if we want to start at the top, the cogs, the booster packs, they have their own website where you can do that and you can find their drops. You'll sign in with your wallet. I know that the Twitter space doesn't have visuals. Maybe one day it will. But you can do it all on your own. We got a booster pack, cogs quest. What's inside contains 10 cogs. Cool. And that's a $9 USD pack.
Cogs is one of the first collections on Wax that has a lot of time. I remember that people were crazy about getting one NFT back in the day.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were one of the first.
Nice. And then they also got a second pack there, the Aquarius booster pack, and it's only got 2, but it's 2 Zodiac cogs. So they seem to be better. All right.
All right, next we have that Warsaken tournament.
Warsaken tournament. And that one is done on Bluemint. So I have a link there to the Bluemint post about it, and you would go to bluemint.com to register. But they have a battlefield. That's not.
It's team. You need a team, I think.
Okay. Anybody that plays or is planning to play on this tournament, if you want to hit the mic and tell us about it, because we're not too privy about it. Of course, we're privy about Warsaken, but I'm not about this particular tournament. But there you go. Especially the tournament players, you might not want to miss out on that one. Looks pretty sweet. February 5th. Or February 5th was earlier, but I guess it's still ongoing. Okay. Then we have the Wombat Dungeon Master Sprinter set drop. This is actually using Atomic Hubs drops. And we see $1 and a $4 one with different rarity types in there.
Sprinter set equipment. Okay. There is a lot of people that don't use the launch pad yet because of the info they had to sign up. They will get your personal info. So they prefer to buy on the secondary market, but
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Open up that link here.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Everybody knows Wombat already, right? And if you're a creator and you haven't applied to be stakeable in Wombat, that's something you can do. It's just a form you can fill out.
Yeah, that's really easy.
I'm addicted to the game. There are 2 games on Wombat that I've become addicted to.
But I don't understand some parts yet because there is a lot of stuff that you need.
Okay, there's 2 parts of Wombat. There's 2 parts of Wombat. There's like the Wombat Dungeon Master. It's a thing, but there's the Wombat website and app that you can play non-crypto games and get their it's called Wombucks.
Oh yeah,
like bucks, dollars.
Yeah, you get just
and
coins.
when you can get like yeah, you can get those coins, then you can trade them for EOS NFTs, or you can buy treasure boxes. And I actually got 10 Matic from one of the boxes just by trying, and it's pretty fun if you like mobile games, regardless of everything. Like, and
Yeah,
they
they
also
have the
got
mobile
uh,
thing, and I think
the dungeon
it's
run.
really easy. What particular about Wombat in general is that they made everything really easy for new users. So it's really easy to
Yeah, and
tell people,
also,
oh, download the app
and
and just start playing the game, and they will do because it's really easy.
yeah, and also you can, even if you got a simple game that's non-crypto, you can reach out to them and be part of the ecosystem. They got lots of games that not related to crypto, but if you play them, you get the wombats and you can get crypto and blah 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 and all of that. So that's interesting. So I highly recommend it, and I'm addicted. So that's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I like to play Duel Master.
that's a good strategy to help onboard people. That's awesome. And also, by the way, Broken Dolls, congrats to you on a drop sellout just earlier. Your Waxbridge rug, whatever you're calling it,
Congrats!
about your last one. So there you
Oh,
go.
Burning Rugs. Yeah, it sold out.
Wow,
Sweet,
congrats!
The burning
thanks.
rugs.
Bye.
Awesome.
Burning Rugs. May we not see any more of these in the upcoming year.
That's right. Next on the list, we have Sublime Sounds, a raffle ticket. This is a February 2024 raffle tickets.
Yep, I just snagged one.
And I reckon if it's a raffle ticket, it probably gives you a chance to win some stuff.
Bear Rug Ape said, kept saying thumbs down to that. Broken.
Rare Rug Ape is all about the
Well,
rugs.
it is a very unstable person. It's a very unstable person that does unstable art. Yes, yes. Keep on doing the thing. But his follow his drops because something gruggy is gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
Nice. For this raffle ticket, it says the raffle draws on March 5th, so you can join the Sublime Sound Discord and whatnot to learn more about what that is and what you could win. We have the online end. Are you listening, online end? If not, we got a mythical creature letter pack. Online end has drops all the time of various kinds, lots of cool trinkets, and a live stream where you can win free stuff as well. And this mythical creature letter pack actually will have 5 letters out of 26 possible. So you're getting 5 NFTs in the pack, and there's 26 different NFTs. Each of them is a letter of the alphabet with a creature attached to it. So that's pretty cool.
Online N is also one of the longest running communities on Wax on the thing I hate. That's not Telegram, Discord. Yeah.
The Discord. Yeah, that's what's up. Online N is also one of the first creators I met when I was starting, and one of the people that I guess inspired me to start a live stream. So that's what's up. And yeah, he's got a Discord with a bunch of collections in there too. So that are kind of a community Discord server for different collections. So awesome sauce. We got a Skunky Chunks soil sample. I think they do these quite often, right? You can use the soil samples to blend and do all sorts of cool stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I think that one drops in Wax and also in other tokens. I think Skunky.
It says the unique whitelist. I think unique whitelist.
Yeah, probably. You probably need the NFTs or something.
Community whitelist. More information.
Skunky Chunks are also
more
one of
information
the
about this
earliest.
in Discord. It says.
Yeah, to get Skunky Chunks Wax, or usually to get their drops, you need to hold NFTs. You might need to hold a series of them as well. So if you're new, you're gonna need to get into their community and ask about it.
Yeah, they've got a big community also that's been active for pretty long time. Like when I came, they already were here and fully established. So
That's what's up. Next, we have the Jumpy art, which Tara Mike had already talked about. Looks beautiful. You're getting pieces, and you're slowly building to upgrade to the Tree of Life. Every single art is just an amazing piece. You can check out the Jumpy art collection to see what all that looks like. And they also do lots of other physical stuff, not just NFTs. So jumpyart.com, you'll see all the different merch and the different art pieces, spectral art pieces. The spectral frames, which are patented, are also very, very interesting works where it's like a physical frame, but it has a lighting panel behind it, and it makes the artwork dance as if it's animated, but it's actually a physical. So that's really awesome stuff right there. Anyone should go check out if you haven't. Then we have the Machiavellic drop, which had a good talk with Tommy earlier in the Wax Wednesday space. They got the cabin plot pack drop for 3,000 wax. And then they also have the OCP single pack. And that one is for 500 wax. And they will be dropping, looks like, in less than a day. So you can click on those links and see all the different things that come with that.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the descriptions of like each of these drops
Yeah.
that I have to even learn from, like, just to help people who are just being onboarded into the community to get to know what it takes to be a part of it and then collect these drops too, just like Skunky Chunks, right? So it's really cool being exposed to like seeing all the different types of things, like even with Jumpy Art showing how all the different steps, adding all the links so you know exactly how to obtain everything and what it contributes to.
Yeah, that's what's up. And that's awesome about wax collections is that you can dive into a rabbit hole like that. Like it's not just drops. Most collections will have some kind of blending and different things to dive in and be able to upgrade and all this cool
It's a
stuff.
journey. It's like it's a quest. You know, it's just a
It's a
journey. If you
quest.
like somebody's art or somebody's vibe, it's a quest, really. I mean, to
Yeah.
get into the community or some of the Telegram, Discord channels, understand what does that guy want, you know, and or girl, and I love it. I really, really love it.
Yeah, that's what really drew me in. And I wasn't into other chains, mind you, but that's on the creative end. That's what really drew me in on the packs and blending, and being able to just create our own combinations and it elevate artwork and creativity in such a way that you just never could do before. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Not only that, and you can also make mistakes, and it's not gonna cost you a bundle of money. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. Oh my God! I've spent $100. I've made a typing error. Like everything's like.
Oh yeah,
it's okay.
that's right. And we can do lots of giveaways and things like that too. Because it's affordable. You wouldn't want to give away things that cost hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome sauce.
No, I'm really looking forward for more mainstream businesses, even small time. We're always looking at brands, but I'm always trying to think how to make wax sort of like inside a normal small time businesses toolbox, like other Etsy's or stuff like that. And I hope this year we can achieve that a little bit. I got some plans.
I heard that. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, educate and if we're gonna talk local, like I'm local in West Virginia. There's nobody around where I am that does anything Web3. But for example, there's like an art display thing a couple months ago, like a art gallery thing local, and I asked some wax artists for permission if I can print some of their stuff and just display it. And yeah, awesome. And then it's like when people go there and they're looking at physical art, some stuff they can relate with, and then that's when you can like hook them a little bit and tell them about how you can do it digitally. And I had a monitor set up with like showing the animated versions and stuff. Whatever you can do locally, you're helping wax as a whole. So it's like anybody in wax is kind of like an influencer for the masses, even if you're not the big or anything.
What's good about what's good about like the blockchain Wax especially, that you can test stuff on your local audience, and then like Drawn and me did at Comic-Con, we tested a convention. But reaching out to small businesses and maybe trying to tell them like this is another form, another channel of advertising, because the reach in NFTs is freaking amazing. You can reach thousands of people around the world with 2 clicks, and it's cheaper than even advertising on Google. Like, you want $200 to start on Google, nobody will see you, but you need that. And on Wax, you need like $20 and you're set to go for a couple of months. And I hope this year the market itself will be stable a little bit more, that we can try and achieve these stuff.
Nice. Absolutely. Moving forward, we have a bread critter with a beat.
I always love the bread critter.
A beat boot blob. This is a collaboration. Bread critter and duck blob. In every factory, there's a robot. If you're lucky, inside that robot, you might find a duck blob. This says the description, and you can click on that and see a cool little animation. Yeah, bread critter has these kind of like old school cartoon, like it's a certain style of animation, like the way he does it, and a lot of people really resonate with it. Kind of nostalgic for some. So awesome.
I missed out on the cat one that you did last time. I felt sad about that.
Gotta stay up to date. Well, that's what these spaces can help. Now you can stay up to date with everything.
I know. I love it. So next we have the Hustle, right? Their season pass.
We have a season pass of the Hustle. This is a newer game. They're also they also already got a booth. So shouts to everyone that already got a booth. And they will also be joining us at the next school session. So I don't know much about the game, but I know the person behind it is being proactive and really trying to collaborate. And they're also, they put together a really big collab giveaway, which is dropping later this week too. Consumer Break and NFTopia are included. So stay tuned for that. But it's some kind of game, like a gangster themed game. But I don't know much about it yet. So it'll be interesting to learn about. And they have the season pass there. It's $100, but you can go to the website and stuff and see what that means in their community. Then we have next Nifty Wizard with a Curdy the Bot Wizard card for $6. Says the founder.
Where did they get that name?
The founder and creator of Nifty Wizards, Curdy the Bot, I guess it's the founder, huh? Has faded into a shroud of mystery until one day he will return and cast his spell over the Shire once again. Very mysterious.
I know. But the other thing that's weird is how I'm Waffles Kitty, but I created a Smurf account for League of Legends, and instead of Waffles Kitty, I called it Warfles Curdy, and like it's spelled exactly like that.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Well, we got this cool looking wizard, this pixel wizard here. So if that piques anybody's interest, you can click on that one. Then we have the DJ, the Cap. The captain has his dig license is up for February, and basically in the Captain DJ streams you can dig for free NFTs, which is also something you can do on Consumer Break now. What? So if you come over to the February 24th stream, you can also earn break bucks on my stream and dig for free NFTs out of the pool. Cool. Well, Captain has his own version. Actually, he's the one that started the whole Scurvy bot thing that allows it.
So good.
But you have to hold the dig license in his in order to do it. Ours does not require any NFT holding yet. If there's any,
get in while you can.
Yeah, if there's a problem with multi accounts, we might start. For now, I'm still just monitoring. For his, you're gonna need this dig license. It's $3, and then also he's got a booster pack which has a really cool artwork, 3D. It's not. It's kind of 3D-ish. I like it a lot. I think Lembus is his new artist. So if that's true, if Lembus drew that, then gorgeous. But I don't know if he did. This is a gold to Wax Booty redemption booster pack, meaning if you hold it, or it contains a random card in it, but the NFTs in it will give you a booster whenever you redeem your gold in his stream to redeem for the Wax Booty token. You'll have a % upgrade to do that, which is pretty neat. Next we got
There's only 420 available.
420 available. I gotta get them while they're there. That's right. We got a Galactic 123 earn LFGK stake and wax DAO and earn LFGK tokens every hour. That's all it says about this, but we got cool artwork here.
Yeah, they've actually been to Digicon in the past too. We'd love to have them for NFTopia.
Fantastic.
Galactic 123 is a universe of its own with a ton of stuff that I can't even follow because Alfred is a genius. For those of you who doesn't know, it's a game that's been around for about 3 years, I think. And it's a sort of staking, and you can also get planets and hide NFTs on your planets. And then people will mine on your planet and get the NFTs, yada yada yada. And it's pretty basic, but he's a one-man show. And if you're a creator, reach out to him. He's a nice guy. He's a bit busy, but it's one of the core of pillars of Wax. Like, he's always been around, always doing his stuff. Really, Alfred, G123 is amazing.
Heard that. And thanks, Broken Dolls, for being up here and give us a little extra background. This is great. So yeah, support an indie creator.
We should do this every Wednesday, really.
Yeah,
but at
we
these
should,
hours
right?
that I'm awake.
Well, that's the plan.
Not at my 4 in the morning.
That's the plan.
Goddamn Americans. But yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We usually stream in our evenings, and that's nice and late for you. That's very true.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's really happy.
NFTopia is all day long for 3 days, though.
It,
So
yeah. No, I saw an NF, like a Wax blockchain, whatever you call this space that we need to talk about, should be sexier. And I was like, oh my God, it's the guys, it's the people I've been like haven't seen for 3 years, but I've been talking to them every day. So yeah, love you guys.
That's what's up. Well, thank you. Yeah, this planning to be a every week thing at this time. So come on back every week, everybody. But let's carry on this list here. We're almost done. It's cool to see wax drops though, right? Let's bring more of it. If you're a creator, not no pressure. I mean, I haven't had a drop in a bit, but yeah, just seeing more activity and stuff is awesome, and more people active, even when we're in the low market still. We got Wax Paperfold, who came up here earlier to talk about the 2nd edition packs. So they look pretty awesome. It says the pack contains 5 or 10 NFTs. You blend the common and uncommons to receive rares. You blend those rares to get limited super rares. So he's got some blending, upgrading happening. You got % rarities also in the packs. And as he said earlier, like they're all unique creations that you see what they're like. He discovers what they're like when he unopens them physically. So that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Next, we have a Pen Arts drop. Pen Arts is also indie artist, and we got a BRW4 Scourge pack. Battle Ready Warriors contains 4 random characters and tickets.
Nice.
Don't know much about that either, but it looks interesting for sure.
I love the design on it too.
For sure.
Pen Art, if you ever want to follow a progress of an artist, like in general, like follow his art, follow his stuff, and Pen Art, like follow his drop, and that guy has evolved from just trying stuff and doing amazing artwork, mostly sort of like fantasy, sci-fi stuff, and is a good friend, and I love him, and you should buy his stuff.
Buy the stuff.
Buy the stuff.
Or
basically, yeah, buy the stuff.
Yeah.
If you want. but especially to support creators, yeah, not for financial gain, just to support and see what they got going on, be a community member, be a collector. Awesome. Next, we have an Alien Signals Hubble's Heart NFT. This is from Cosmic Alien, who's also streams every now and then. And it just looks like a little Valentine's Day heart. You got giveaways. You can earn aboard the mothership or find on secondary. All right, so you can learn more about that there.
I love it. The heart says, "Be mine."
Be mine. Yeah, we're almost
Be
there.
mine.
Everybody go on a date. Actually, we got our space. That's in a week. We got our space then. So y'all do your dating afterward. You got prioritize the wax spaces.
Yeah, you come to our one space and then you go to your date.
And if you don't have a date, we'll be your date.
Yeah.
Next, we have a World of Smelly Koala. This is a K-Chat community pass on a drop on NFT Hive. It says it enables the holder to receive and withdraw K-Chat points while chatting in participating Telegram communities. Okay, interesting.
Okay, that's interesting.
K-Chat is a smelly koala version of a community without border, full of love, kindness, and joy. All right.
No, a lot of love.
A lot of love. Smelly koala love. All right. Well, next we have the artist Byron, the Hordes NFTopia coin, which he had talked about. Thank you again, Byron, for really being proactive. Look at you, just making stuff happen over here. We like the coin, which is meant to raise funds to get you a booth, which is already received. You already got it, so well done there. And he's providing some utility on the coin or in the rewards of being a holder while participating during the convention. You can have access to giveaway entries and exclusives, and who knows what else. So that's what we like. That is awesome. Any
I gotta say, I gotta say, like, Byron is the first NFT on Wax I've bought. One of Byron's is like 3 years ago, and the amount of art Byron is producing, I didn't really thought it was a human being. Like,
right?
He's incredible, and everything is like top notch. It's like, I don't know how you do that. He draws like 1,000 characters a day, and
he's drawing
really
in 10 minutes. Yeah, we've seen it on the streams. We've had him on the stream. It's awesome.
It's unbelievable.
You can literally watch
what the hell
happen.
It's a machine.
As if it's a time lapse art, because usually art takes hours and hours and hours. Byron does it like it's a time lapse, but it's in real time. So, and that is impressive.
He's a machine, and he's a machine, and he's creative, and he's like sort of done it all. All the things that you can think about, that probably Byron did it a year ago, because he's been here so long and doing so much, and his art is just dope, and he keeps on doing new stuff, and is one of the my favorite artists on Wax, really.
That's what's up. Shouts. All right. And then lastly, I guess we have the Rada Quest tournament that Cristalia mentioned. We got a rare rug apes. We got
rare rug apes. He's been waiting for this the whole time.
You gotta love these rare rug apes that popped up last year. They're a hilarious hoot. And Mr. Banana or whoever is doing your art down there is just doing a lot of parody art, and it's just really funny. There's also a Breakman ape rug ape somewhere. Actually, I have them. There's only one of them.
Yeah. I want one for Waffles Kitty next then.
There you go, Rug. You got to do a Waffles Kitty next. Well,
I'd recommend a group on Telegram that's called Wax Italia.
Oh, absolutely.
And people said that guy might be around there somewhere. So check it out.
Wax Italia also celebrates the
Pixtalgia
project and Aquascape art. Our Italian friends. That's right. Who also have exhibited before.
The Italian Wax crew, and they're great, wonderful people who do very disturbing stuff, and we love them.
We love them all. And then last on my list, if you want to hit that bounty block link, I have a collab giveaway from Consumer Break, NFTopia, and the AMA train that we had last January 27th. So that includes Streaming Art, Alien Worlds, Crypto Shots, Captain Degen, Terraformers, Artist Byron, Novo Pangea, and a big ol' hoop and pot of prizes there from those projects if you want to do all the social things. And that's all we have for the list. That's awesome. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fun hour and a half. I didn't think we'd be going this long, but great. And we'll be doing.
I almost had a feeling, but then I was like, because we both, before we even started it, we're like, all right, let's try to have, we'll try to do the Tommy thing, have a neat outline and everything. And then we kind of,
yeah, we
did not do everything.
It's very.
We went out of order.
No. We're gonna do this weekly.
We just went with it.
No, you said yes.
Yeah.
Everybody heard. You said yes. We're gonna do this weekly.
No, that's the plan. The plan is every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, which is when we started today. It follows the Wax Wednesday space. Whether it's an hour and a half every time or not, we'll see. It's easy for us to ramble, so that's how it goes.
So I'm in a land the size of New Jersey. I don't understand 2 time zones. So just tell me, if, like when before I'll come.
After the Wax space.
After the Wax space.
The same time you came over today. We'd love to have you, and especially also people that, even if you don't have drops, but if you're a wax head and you know a lot about projects and the drops that are happening, then come on over, like, because we're really busy and we know some things about these projects, but it'd be great to have people on that are participating in these drops and can tell us about them, even if you're not the founder. So anyone's always welcome. And even if you don't have drops, project owners, you're also welcome to always just come up and give us a little brief about what you got going on. Like I said at the start, this is kind of like an intermediate, I guess, audio only option to just get up and tell us about what's going on. If you're new too, if you're a new creator, come on, tell us what's happening. And then reminder that I'm doing my AMA streams and NFTopia School, which is like a 7-hour stream. So it's a big thing. That is happening monthly. The next one's February 24th, a couple weeks out. And if any project wants to get on there and do a bigger version of an AMA and come over to the metaverse with us and onto the Twitch and screen share and show us all what you have going on in your project for a half hour. And we'll do giveaways and all that kind of stuff. It'll be a hoot, so you can just DM me to get into that. Otherwise, we have our convention May 3rd through the 5th, and you can already get your boost for that. We also had some questions about some other options we had in the past, like a collab blend and the AMA spot for the actual convention. Those are not released yet, so just stay tuned till we get closer. There will be a limited drop for those. So the AMAs that happen during May 3rd through the 5th, those ones will be a paid spot. They're limited. And then also the collab blend, which is 20 different collections that will have a spot. They're going to drop their own piece. It's going to have some kind of theme around it. These drops will happen hourly throughout the convention weekend, and then they'll all blend together into this huge collab blend. Those 20 spots are also limited, so you just have to wait for the details, and they're all dropped ahead of time. So everyone knows when it is, and if you want to try to go get it, you can. And this will help everyone out. In the past, we've just kind of put them up, and it was first come, first serve, and sometimes you have a lot of people just jumping on them quick, and then they're gone in a day or two, and a lot of people don't even know about them. So this way we'll be able to plan it ahead better, and if you want to partake in that, you can get there when it drops. What else do we got? Any other words? Waffles Kitty, Kristaya, thank you for joining us with us as well.
Yeah, this been really fun. I think we say like 1 hour and we had like 1 hour and a half talking. We love talk.
Yeah, we do love talking. That's one thing that is apparent in anyone in Web3 though.
Yeah, we love talking. No, but it's been really
We
fun.
were stuck in front of a computer all day, so you need communication with minds like it.
That's right.
I know.
All my friends and everyone I talk to is all over the world, and I don't ever see them personally. That's what's up.
I was close one time, Frequent. When I get back and visit my sister is graduating. She's getting her DO, Doctorate in Osteopathic Medicine, and
Wow.
I'll let you know when I'm going there. I might be in your area again.
Well, there you go. Hey, that goes to anybody else. If you're ever driving through DeVille, West Virginia, make sure to holler at me because there's nobody. I'd love to meet some folks in real life, and I'll take you out to eat at my brother's pub here in Charleston.
Well, there might be something happening on August in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah?
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That's
Just saying.
Yeah. And then for everybody who celebrates Lunar New Year, Happy Lunar New Year. It's this Saturday. And then we'll also see you guys on Valentine's Day next week.
absolutely. Make sure that if you have upcoming drops, if you have a drop coming next week, then make sure to send it over to us so that way we can give it a nice cover next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the drops have to be submitted like days before because I think they post it on Mondays and Tuesdays depending on
Yeah.
if there's a holiday. So as soon as you get it, maybe even today if you know, uh, submit the drop over or let us know and then we'll submit it for you.
That's right. We're kind of gonna need to have them by like Saturday of each week because Wax School goes and does that graphic around Sunday or Monday, and they'll drop it
Mhm.
around Monday. So that's how that's gonna go. But even if it doesn't make the calendar graphic,
We'll
we
still
can
talk
still
about it
yeah
if
we can
you're
still have it
Yeah.
here. So
They can come.
yeah, just jump on the space with us and then we'll chat about it. But yeah, once again, guys, thanks for joining us for our very first Twitter X Space. We look forward to seeing you next week. And if you'd like to join us as a special guest, please let us know. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. It's been really fun. Thank you, each one of you, for coming and hear us talking about everything, drops and all that. Really, really thank you.
then thanks.
Thank you guys for making the space on a Wednesday.
There you
That's
go.
been
And yeah,
fun.
this is a community.
I think I've
y'all.
been fun in a year.
So
And if anybody, any creator needs help or anything, feel free to reach out. Everybody's here. We're always here, and just have fun.
absolutely. Yeah, we're putting
Yeah.
on the space, but this is a community. This is all for all of us to learn from each other and help each other, as is the whole convention and everything. So again, if you're new, just reach out, ask, come to the schools. There's people here to help. That's something I love about Wax is it's like we're all working together towards that to grow the whole space. I think
Mhm.
it's really awesome to be able to just kind of like work together that way towards something greater without it always being about yourself and competing. There's no competition. We're helping each other. We're collaborating together to grow together. So
Yeah.
it's a really
Yeah,
beautiful
shout out
thing.
to Puzzles.
On
Puzzle
that
has
note,
been
I
amazing
want to
too.
say, like, as somebody that's been here for about 3 years, at first I was very intimidated to approach people that's like been around,
Same.
and I saw market volumes, and I'm like, that. So don't. We're all people. We're all cool, and I know that everybody really. I know, but on a personal level, everybody's here is a very good person. So just go for it, and together we soar to the sky.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And tomorrow I'm making some stream. If you guys want to come over and talk to me, you can come to my Twitch tomorrow.
There you go.
Nice.
Go
I need to
follow
do that.
Kristaya.
I need to try that. Yeah.
Thanks for the folks that came up here to speak as well. Paper Folds and Sully and Byron and Broken Dolls,
Drawing
Drawing Company,
Company. Yep.
everybody else. Thank you for coming up and doing it. Tara Mike,
Yeah.
thank you for coming up and doing that. Hope to see you again in following weeks. Broken Dolls, maybe you want to be a regular guest and just help us out. We'd love it. So there you go. It's open to anybody.
Of course I do. You know how to talk to me. You know how to reach me out, bro.
There you go. You're one of the first people I met on Wax. Isn't that just beautiful?
Me
And here
too.
we are now. All right.
Yeah, and I would
Amigo.
say again too, like thank you again, Puzzle. Puzzle has been amazing at working on the front lines, behind the scenes, everything. trying to get NFTopia out in the open, helping us to gather followers, gather people who haven't gotten to know us yet. And also shout out to Derek and Carly who have been supporting us since the beginning. I don't even know how you also have Wax Wolves on here. That's their project. There's only two people, unless the other person, the other account is managed by one of your dogs. I don't know how you have
You got
three
phone,
accounts listening.
phone and desktop. Split it up.
Yeah. I like to think it's one of the dogs that they have.
It's one of the wolves.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bradley Toast, I see that if you wanted to come up real quick and just give us a rundown of your drop, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna close really soon. But we did go over your drop earlier.
Yeah, I sent you a speaker invite if you wanted to.
But no pressure. We appreciate everybody for
Don't
coming
be
up
shy.
here. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up unless anybody last minute wants to come on right now. And we'll be back in 1 week. So appreciate everybody.
On Valentine's Day.
Yay.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
see
be
you
your
guys.
Valentine.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Okay.
close it out here.
Yeah. I think we're done here.
Cheers,
It's been
fam.
fun.
Where are we raiding?
Where are we rating next, right? If only you could do that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
If there was other wax spaces happening next, which I don't think there is, but like if that was a thing, then
there
that's a
is
thing we
no
could do.
space,
We're not.
but Novo Pangaea is streaming if you guys want to go.
Oh, here you go.
check.
Watch Novo Pangea.
We can also maybe we should do a TG group that we can do like a video or voice chat whenever we want. I don't know, maybe whatever.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can see about it. Of course, we're always active in that Discord. Some people, Mr. Broken Dolls isn't as much of a Discord fan. Maybe we'll get a Telegram sometime. I mean, we're always open to anything. But yeah, you can find us on the Twitter or the Discord for the most part, or email.
All right, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Have a good rest of your week.
Also, shout out to Paper Folds. I missed you earlier. You came up. You were the first one, so thank you as well.
All right.
All right.
NFTopia out.
All right.
Bye.
See you next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Bye.
All right, let's give out some of these Burn Me NFTs. We're going to give out all of them. And basically, almost everyone in here is going to get an extra one, but not quite. Because we don't quite have 19 left. As we said earlier, everybody's already got one. Let's open here real quick. And so when you're on Wax DAO, your wallet, then you can go to your collection, type in Goparel's NFTs, and then you'll see the NFT, and then you can click this right here, this little icon, and there's where you can burn it. And there's what says what's backed in it, and etc. And you can go to your claim as well. If you have problems with any rows or anything, you may need to open them. Not sure. We haven't burned one through Wax DAO. We did through Atomic Hob. Atomic Hob does not work. It will only give you the wax. So, well, I mean, it actually works, but it doesn't show. Like, it don't even show that it's backed on there. So make sure to just go to Wax DAO. And plus, just look at this amazing UI. Like, if you haven't been to Wax DAO, you need to go there anyways, just to check out this amazing website and all the cool tools and features that they've been putting. Mike D has just been putting in the work and doing an amazing job. This whole feature of being able to back tokens, multiple tokens like this. I mean, check this out. Like this one right here. It's got all these different tokens backed on it. So it's a really cool feature. Like I said earlier, if you're just now tuning in, they're all random tokens. Some I know what they are, some I don't. There's just small amounts of just a whole bunch of different things. Some have greater amounts than others. So good luck on whatever one you get. And these, we're going to give them all out. Here they all are. I already closed the tweet up, so we're not going to take any more entries, and we're just going to run these. Courtesy of Wax Dow. Well, no, I can't say courtesy, but like, I mean, this without Wax Dow, I couldn't do this. So yeah, we just backed like Wax Dow didn't give us tokens or nothing. Like, this isn't like a paid video or nothing. We just wanted to give big props to Wax Dow, and I just got really excited when I seen this feature and jumped right on it. So here we go. Let's do some spinning. Let me find the thingy here. All right, so we'll just start at the top. First one we'll give away will be this one right here. 51, 52, 53, 54. It looks like they go in order until it's 41, 42, 44 is go. Oh yeah, that was a test one for Carly. 46, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Okay, so we're just gonna go in order the way they are here. So first one's going with 51, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna remove. If you win, we're gonna remove you out of the thing, and we're gonna go until these are gone. All right, so I did a shuffle and haven't even spun yet, so I think we're good to go. Just click to spin. Let's run it. Here we go. Good luck. First one's going to Zader Brian. All right, so let me copy that. Okay, Zader's been removed. Now, let's send Zader this NFT. Okay. All right, so let's refresh this. That's why we need background music. It's gonna be it's gonna be awkward. All right, I could just send them. No, we'll do it this way. I don't know what music I can play without getting strikes. Okay, so let's spin again. The next one is going to Jag Deep 147. Congratulations. Copy and then remove. Come back over here. And we'll transfer this. Refresh this. Make sure these are going through before I get too ahead of myself. Yep, okay. So now we're on 53. 53 is next. Here we go. Anistas, 1920. Oh, it's SDME. Congratulations, SDME. Let me get you removed and let me get this NFT sent on over. All right, next up. We got Navidad, which got mint 69, is already tweeting about it. It's pretty funny. They're appreciative. They put a dog emoji or GIF image, not emoji. All right, removing and sending. Maybe this one because I didn't refresh the screen. All right, I'll check this one so I don't get, that way I know. Don't forget where I'm at. All right, here we go. Down to 15. Oh, Golden Doggo 84. Going home with the next one. Let's get that copied and removed. Bulk actions, transfer. Like how Mike slips his name in there, one of his wallet right there. Go ahead and just send it to this wallet. That's what I do too. All right, sending NFT on the way and sent. Check the next one. Come back to the old spin wheel. 14 left. Next one's gonna be No Ledge. Congratulations. Oh. And remove. Come back over here. And transfer. With the quickness, Wax has got the speed. Nobody can deny that. All right, check the next one. Back to the wheel. And spin. We're down to 13. Werewolf, Werewolves Yo. Fitting name. Fitting name. Congratulations. All right, get you removed. Back over here we go. Transfer. All right. Was it this one? Let me refresh this. Get a refresh screen here. Should be 42. Yep, 42. All right, back to the wheel. We're down to 12 entries. And it's gonna be, oh, right on the line. Hot Rod Pie. Going home with the Burn NFT. Removing. And heading back over here. I'm loving the new UI though on WaxDAO. It's great. Very easy, simple, quick. It's quick like the blockchain, matching the blockchain accordingly. All right, down to 11. And we got 24. Who know? Who know? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. But I do know that he or she is going home with a Burn Me NFT. That I do know. I didn't check it. Whoops. That would have been the next one. And if it ain't, it'll say error. Okay. Next one will be 45. Who's going home with 45? It's gonna be Uncle Randy. Ronman. Oh, my mouse has disappeared on me. There it is. Happens from time to time. Remove. Transfer. All right. 46 is next. Here we go. The Mad Hatter is going home with the Bone NFT. And remove. Transfer. And send. All right, another one down. Next up, 47. Getting close to the, we got 8 left. 8, or well, no, less than 8 actually. My bad. There's only 8 people in the, you get it. Is that Crypto? Yep, Crypto Foxy. Congratulations, Crypto Foxy. Let me get that sent over. And sent. We're down to 3 left. This is 48. 3 left. 1 of 3 here. And there's 7 people still in here, so here we go. Good luck. And is that Anthony? Yeah, it's Anthony. Congratulations, Slayer. All right. Oh, Slayer's in the chat. What up? Morning to you. Carly nudged me and pointed out. I got like all these screens here. I got my head pointed up. Didn't see you there. Thank you for joining and congratulations. Let me send you this NFT. One NFT coming your way. We're down to 2 left. Mint 49 is next. Here we go. And it's gonna be Rebel. Alright, congratulations. Copy and remove. And let's send out mint number 49. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last one. This is mint 50. I'll refresh and double check I didn't miss any, but I'm pretty sure this is it. This will be it, so good luck. And it's gonna be Call Me Waves with the last win, the victory. I'm gonna double check, so let me remove, but I'm pretty sure that that concludes everything. We're gonna double check though, so don't leave just yet. Might just have another surprise up my sleeve. Alright, so let me refresh. right, they're gone. But wait, what's this I see? Oh wait, I'm in my wallet. Hold on. This has got to come from the other wallet because there's only one here. I do have a few of these. There's 2 of these in another wallet, the rewards wallet. This is my wallet, so this one actually isn't up for grabs. But we're gonna spin again. And I already closed. Yeah, I closed the browser. We're gonna spin again, so I'm just gonna save your wallet, whoever wins, and I'm pretty sure I have 2, but I'm not positive, so we're just gonna give away 1. So we got one of those will be sent out here after a while. I'll save your wallet and I'll make sure to send it out. So good luck. We got a blessed wolf gonna be sent out to either Super Skunk 420, Tortuga Papa, Wolf Tracks, or Diapu. I probably pronounced everyone's name wrong, so my apologies if I did. This is for a blessed wolf. Good luck. The blessed wolf's going to Wolf Tracks, which is also one of our members pass holders. So congratulations. Glad to see you're getting a blessed wolf. And let me remove that. Well, I guess that was it. So we're done. I feel like hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. Let me save this wallet. Or not wallet. Well, yeah. I need to write this down to make sure I send out a blessed wolf. So let me open up my professional text document here and record this data. Send blessed wolf. Okay. Alright, now hold on a second here. Let's open this back up. Because I do have 3 Goparel NFT tokens. So we're going to give away 2. Someone, I'm not, just everyone can't win twice. So we're going to give away 2. I'm going to be rude. We're going to give away 1. No, I already said 2. We'll give away 2. Okay, so we're giving away 2. One's going to one's going to Papa. One's going to Papa. And I can just send this right now. So remove that. And we'll send 442 here. All right. Now what's this? 343. Okay, we'll send 343 next. And that will be going to either Super Skunk or Difu. Oh, it's Difu, I bet. Difu. Oh, Difu? I like that, actually. Difu. Oh, I shouldn't say that probably on Twitch streaming. This is going on YouTube as well, I'm sure. So, yeah. Difu. We're going to say Difu. All right. Good luck. One of you two is getting a Goparel multi-purpose token, which can be used for multi-purpose things. So, good luck. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Difu. Congratulations. All right. Let me get this sent. All right, let me clear my throat. Take a drink here. And do one quick shill before cut the stream. Again, I got the send. I'm gonna send the blessed wolf out to the winning wallet. And other than that, we got check out our website waxwolves.com, goparel.com. We have an amazing craft going on right now where you can take one of those multi-purpose tokens. You can take one of our teasers that was sent out to absolutely every single holder of any Goparel NFT at the time, which was 1,250 exactly. What, like an even number? It was great. So those are out there. If you probably got one just sitting in your wallet. You can take one of them multi-purpose tokens and one of them, and you can blend for a wax werewolf. You can get these multi-purpose tokens for one wax right there on NFT Hive under our drops page. You can get teasers only on secondary, unfortunately, if you do not have one. But if you're a Goparel holder, you probably, chances are you got one. We sent them out back in January 1st. So definitely check out that craft. It is craft 1300 on NFT Hive. We also do custom clothing. You want your design, maybe you do PFPs or you do drawings or just whatever you want. You do logos. We can help make that idea come to I don't got the words. It's like 1:35 on a dot in the morning, folks. So bear with me here. We can make cool stuff. You send us your designs and we'll put it on clothing. We got all sorts of types of stuff from like the higher end quality to your average quality, long sleeves, short sleeves, hoodies, zip ups, organic. We got coffee cups, cell phone cases, tote bags. We do embroidery. You want to get a wax like a wolf embroidered sweatshirt? Let us know. Like we can do a whole bunch of cool stuff. We can also, we don't promote this a lot because it hasn't been well, we'll just be honest. I always have. I'm always transparent. We run waxp.art, but it was not much of a success. The word sucks in there, so let's just say that. It's kind of been sucky. We don't really get many sales or none at all to say, per se. Let's just say. But it's still there, so we can also still do that. It's still running. We don't plan on taking it down. If you're a wax collection that would like to have VIRLs the way you want it, basically you'd send your NFTs and then we provide the merch. It's a cool thing. It's an easy way to get some some VIRLs the way you want them done with not much code, just simple basic stuff. Let's see what else to show. Oh man, Carly, what else? What am I missing? What Randman say? Tie dye. Tie dye, yes. We don't do custom tie dye because that like Carly hand does that. I mean we can, but like see what we do is we have our own like we can make our own shirts. For example, we have a heat press in our home, like in our office, in our facility, and so we can make. That's how we started out. But now we use vendors global to do much higher quality prints, direct to garment. So yeah, I lost train of thought. Oh yeah, so tie dye. We can send tie dye shipping. We can ship it globally, but it can probably get pricey. I do, however, I've said this from time to time. I do have the original tie-dye shirt that Carly did with her own hands, still in package, from back from like 2020, and that was our first NFT that we ever did. And I have mint one still to this day of that NFT, and I plan on eventually, somehow, some way, giving that mint one and that shirt out to someone. I don't know how it's going to go down, but that is a plan. And so that would require ship. Like, let's say someone won in, another country that's not the United States is where we currently reside. That would require a lot of shipping, possibly, but that's fine. So yeah, we can do custom tie dye. Um, we can definitely do that globally. It's just different because we wouldn't be using our vendors for shipping, so it'd probably have to be more of a volume type thing. Let's see what else. We do NFTs. This stuff called NFTs are pretty cool. So check those out. Goparel's NFTs. It's where you can find all the wax wolves. Some of Carly's earlier stuff. Carly's done pretty much everything art-wise. I have done some, like I did some running the simulation cards, but those are not my best work. But hey, you know, we all start somewhere. But yeah, we got a lot of old school stuff too, so check all that stuff out. If you have any questions, you want to do a collab, you know, we don't just jump on. We like to get to know the people that we work with and do collaborations with. We're kind of picky sometimes, so if you'd like to do, if you think that you would fit in with the Wax Wolves, reach out and get to know us. Talk to us. We'll build a friendship, build a bond, and then I'm sure we could do some type of collaboration. We love to do collaborations, but we're not just gonna, we don't just jump on, like, if we don't know you, we're not gonna collab with you. I mean, that's just, I think that's good, you know, you like to know who you're doing business with, so keep that in mind. But we are definitely open for collaborations. We've done many in the past, and we look forward to doing many in the future. I kind of feel like rambling, but I don't know what else to ramble about other than I really appreciate, Carly and I both appreciate everyone that's been a part of our whole NFT experience, from our tie-dye shirts that we did all the way to Carly starting to do like custom drawings, 101s, and then moving to the PFP phase with the Wax Wolves, which where we, that's where we kind of feel as if we found our home with the whole wolves. Like, that's where we're thriving. We're loving it. The werewolves are amazing. We got more stuff coming. We're kind of waiting on, gotta get these crafts out, so keep that in mind. I want to push that again. Craft 1300 on NFT Hive. We really want to get them crafts pushed out so we can continue forward with some cool things we got going. We do have a drop coming up. There will be some ways to get access to that drop. There are multiple ways. I have said in the last stream, the Blessed Wolf, cough cough, that may come in handy. Owning mint ones of these werewolves, cough cough, that may come in handy. Our members pass holders and our early members pass holders have been rewarded with one of these NFTs as well. I mean, I'm kind of spilling the beans, really. If you've been following the project, you can figure out what NFT we're talking about. We want to get these pushed out because we're ready to roll. We're ready to rock and ready to keep this project moving forward, because we're all about them wolves. So I don't know what else to say. I got to stay on for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so we can just call it 3.5 hours. Wow. That's a long stream. That's a long stream. I guess I could play us out with a song. Goparel. Listen to me. It's late. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Carly's hungry. Let me find a song to play this out. That way I can get that 3 hours and 30-minute mark. What a long stream. That's great. I'm happy to do it. Gotta find the audio here. Where's my songs? Here they are. Thank you so much for everyone for, oh, nope, this isn't, is this a, nope, this is just one. That's wrong folder. Hold up, hold the phone. I need to clean this computer up. It's just cluttered. I don't know where nothing's at. Where's these audio files? Here they are. Okay. Let's see. What are we feeling like? Do we want, I'm just gonna pick one. Here we go.
In the land of whiskey and moonshine, where the wolves howl under the moonlight. Oh yeah.
There's a project brewing on the blockchain, where the wax wolves come alive at night. They around. They're every NFT collector's feel. Digitally speak with every beat they're catching a high. Wax wolves for the house. Let's go. Unlock the power. There's no way to doubt. High in the blockchain, they're breaking the chains. Dropping the bass, driving you insane. For the energy, let it ignite. Wax on, wax off, they're here to excite.
Crowd check it, I'm spitting flames, no doubt. Talking about a project that's one of a kind, no clout. Hand drawn to wax wolves, they be running the game. Blockchain kings taking street art to fame. Dopest project you ever seen, no cap. Wax wolves taking over the streets. Hand drawn heat, can't be beat. Blockchain legends, no defeat. Doing it big, making history complete. Wax wolves representing the league. Digital world where the wolves run wild on the wax blockchain, taking over with style. Wax wolves, NFTs, they're the kings of the game. Collecting them all, it's the ultimate fame. Dropping beats on the streets, feel the rhythm in your soul. Wax blockchains on fire, it's out of control. From dusk till dawn, they howling at the moon. These NFT wolves, they make you swoon. Wax wolves, taking over the street on the wax blockchain, they can't be beat. Collect them all, feel the power in your hands. Wax wolves, NFTs, the hottest demand. Yeah, they taking over the streets. Oh yeah.